Oh, what's up, everybody? Good morning. Everyone's actually where they need to be. Wow, Ryan. Looking great there. Did we get all the makeup off? We need a close-up?
No.
We need a close-up? Because there's a prediction
I can see
going.
blue shade.
Yeah. Okay.
It's still there. It's still kicking. There's some
Oh,
yellow
yeah.
kicking.
Choose outcome. Will Ryan be able to get the makeup off? Answer no.
It was a big negatory, big buddy.
Let's see who won. Let's see who won what. Okay, Goblin Books and
Big
3 other
ol'
people.
zero.
All won. Let's go. I thought the makeup was for this D&D. No. That was just
It was
just Ryan.
for fun.
It's just Ryan being fucking...
Capzom told me to be
being
Gaga.
Ryan.
I said Gaga.
Which Gaga was that?
The Gaga that you'd find performing on a subway at 3 a.m.
Meth Gaga.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gaga
This is the
Ramama.
Gaga from my hometown.
So Gaga and you said
Gaga. Ooh, oh no.
Yeah, that was rough. It was wild. He came into the Discord and every single one of us was like, the fuck, dude. It was great though. So whoever won points on that bet, congratulations. Thank you for getting your bets in. I've had a lot of more fun with predictions lately. I'm gonna try to run more of them. I'm not sure how. We used to do them for the hardcore WoW days because Ryan and I be dying all the time. We have them now for JT and I. So a couple little announcements to get in. First off, JTB and I, who decided we're going to start a very serious, very well planned, and very well thought out honor mode run, have now decided to scrap that idea entirely. Just throw it in the garbage, throw it in the trash where it belongs. And we are now doing randomized runs where our characters, races, companions, and subclasses will all be decided via either wheel spin or dice roll in the chat.
Yeah.
We figured if we're gonna be doing, yes, we do have a wheel. JT put like actual time and effort into making us a series of spin wheels.
I had to make
think,
so many more wheels.
I mean, we can also leave some to dice, where it's like for subclass, if there's 6 subclasses, we just have someone roll a d6 in chat. You know what I mean? That's the easy way. So we need like a class wheel, a race wheel. Don't like the way that sounds when I say it out loud. And,
Spin the wheel of racism.
We can always just do the like randomized at the beginning
yeah,
for
yeah.
like race,
Yeah.
class.
That's true. That is true. But it is fun to have
The
the
class
wheel.
wheel is mostly for the companion.
I think we should use the class wheel
Research.
too, just because the chat would love
Yeah.
a visual representation of the clusterfuckery that is sure to
The
await
classist
us.
wheel and the racist wheel.
Yeah,
Nice.
it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. I don't think we're gonna call it that, but you know, the idea is there.
Why
We
not?
might
I can't think
use
of a
it.
reason why not.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Huh. Other than that, I don't have a lot of shifts scheduled this week. Your boy's trying to pick some up last minute, so I'm not sure how the streams are going to work out. But I will definitely be doing some Way Back Wednesday this week. I'm going to try to get in more Baldur's Gate with JT if he's off work. Otherwise, yeah, we can catch that on Friday most likely because Chaboy's working on Saturday. If you can't do the Rule of Racism, CPAC, we'll see. Okay, well, we can't go getting sued. I don't even know whose that is. On the note of shifts, I'm off to work later days. See you later, Ren. Thank you for swinging in, my friend. I appreciate you. Yeah, that's about it, I think, for me. Let's... Oh.
Here's an idea.
Oh.
Just random idea right here.
Okay.
What if one of us gets a druid, we have to randomize what we turn into every time we wild shape?
Oh, God. Just making it harder.
Then we can make PETA
Cat,
very
cat.
angry.
Making it harder and harder on us, dude. I don't know how I feel about that. That's kind of mean. Vikings or Chargers, unless we can go. I'll be lurking around with amazing amounts of love. I appreciate it, Mama Bear. Thank you for the lurk.
Let's go sports.
You're asking which
Sports
team?
ball.
Vikings, because Minnesota's like mini Canada, so they get my vote just off the bat. Rusty, I'm ignoring you.
I get that.
I'm ignoring you. I'm not talking to you. I don't want to talk to you right now. You hurt my feelings. You hurt my feelings, and it hurt my feelings.
Came in, said, "Bep," and
Yeah,
bye.
I hope you have another work call that you have to go to. Okay. No, I appreciate you. Thank you for coming in and dropping the.
It's okay. You live in Canada. You can go get your feelings checked at the doctor for free.
That's true. That is a thing. I can do the boop of doom. God damn it. Okay, well, I have disadvantage now. Ryan, if you didn't see it, you have advantage. Speaking of Ryan, thank you for the raid, sir. The D&D waiting room is a great idea. I like it. Thank you. You helped the stream so much. They make Vagisilver now.
It helps me too. I find I have more energy before D&D than after, so it works for me.
Okay. Yeah, well, maybe if you like time it, you could start streaming as D&D's ending, and we'll just pass them right back to you. We'll just do an old swapsies. And Chris has reroll.
24 hours.
What was the inspirational quote for Susan? Ingest the brine in order to shine. All hail the prawn god, Chris. Enjoy. Hail the prawn god. Those who've been by Insomnia Night stream understand the prawn god. All hail the prawn god. Man.
Oh, that made it sound like I'm the prawn god, and I was like, oh.
No.
Hail our shrimpy savior.
No. Yeah, there is a prawn god to whom we are all held accountable.
Oh.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I'm a pastafarian. No. All hail his noodly appendages.
Well, there's shrimp in that pasta now. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you.
Blasphemy.
Welcome to the seafood linguine, bitch. If we look at
that is
have
technically
places
still
to say
pasta,
about this country, it's going to hell.
But...
Yeah, no. We'd have like half of y'all, just right off day one. We'll trade you a couple. We'll do like a swapsies. We're not annexing anything, but we'll do a little tradesy. We'll do a little swap-de-doo. I'm good. Just pass a couple things.
Michigan, dude.
Could pass a couple things back and forth. Everybody's happy. I want Alaska. We got bears. You know, everyone who wasn't here. I'm running for office, and the cabinet of tonics is currently hiring. We've made Ryan official queen of Canada. I don't know if you've been told that yet by anybody, but
yeah,
that
congrats.
is.
You told me. You said you were gonna put me on the money.
One of my main campaign promises is Ryan will now be our queen. We're bringing bears back to the city parks. Fuck your kids. They don't get to play outside anymore. We're bringing bread bowls back to Tim Hortons. It's going to be great. Icy is going to be our cabinet minister of climate change. I guess she's going to be changing the climate herself. It's going to be wild. Anyway,
we're also going to airdrop
nonsense.
wolves on problems.
Oh, yes. A lot of them. And tactical, what do we call it? Goose attack team, or GAT for short. It's going to be a thing. Caffeinated zombie. There are jobs. GAT. There are jobs open in the cabinet. You just got to drop off an application. Tell us what you're good at. Tell us what you're good at. Ryan is not a crazy lazy lady who claims to be queen. Ryan is a crazy lady who is the queen.
There's going to be a crazy lady that claims that he has to engage in ceremonial combat with every year.
That'll be a thing. That's a thing in the new Canada.
That would be a really fun tradition.
I always forget about the
Ryan
stink
beats up an old
drones.
lady.
I always forget about the stink drones that find stink and destroy it with stink-seeking missiles. It's a whole thing. Personal hygiene is very important, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, enough with the nonsense. I'm going to pass the floor over to Ryan. Thank you for the raid, you beautiful soul. Why don't you tell everyone who was not a part of your raid what you do and what you got going on the stream, and we'll do a little shout-out for you.
Nothing too wacky or wild for this week. On Sunday, I'm hoping to do my 16-hour stream.
Oh, shit.
If everything kind of lines up for that. And, I just getting over a wee little kerfuffle in my house. So we're ramping back up, making sure things are all working. They're mostly working. Things were weird today, but it was just a couple of things. Streaming every night, you beautiful babies.
Love it. I'm so happy. I'm so happy you're okay.
I do makeup sometimes, apparently.
Apparently, that's a new thing. I want to see more of that. I'd really like to see more of the Ryan G Wiz makeup streams. I think they're pretty great, y'all. People getting sent into the big propose for tea and weed. That is the only reason I go there anymore. The butt stuff is just a bonus.
It's a big draw.
It's just a bonus. Anyway, moving on from that, our good friend JTB, what do you got going on, buddy? Here's a shout out for you.
I play games with the homies on stream. Come watch me on Fridays usually, but now that I have some extra time off, maybe some other days do random Baldur's Gate stuff, honor mode. So it's hard, like God we are.
Damn. Yeah, shout out being hard.
And then,
oh God.
Yeah, I'm
so
basically a human noise machine that will eventually stream again one day.
Facts.
That's it. That's about it.
And Chris, what about you? What do you got going on? Say hi to the people.
Not too much. I'm a green screen away, or I'm like a microphone away from, and a camera away from being full stream setup. So I might start streaming soon.
Oh,
Who knows?
Let's go.
You turned into like a 3 frame per second robot for a second there.
Weird.
And your green
Huh.
screen turned off. Oh
No,
no.
I
It
did
died.
that.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
just showing people the green screen.
Yeah,
that
there you go.
exists.
That would probably be
It
why you
looks so
turned
good.
into a 3 frame per second. Oh shit!
Oh, whoa.
Hacker
It's
man.
in the Matrix.
That's cool. Gonna have to make
We're
Ryan a
in.
big purple house box. Do it. Please do it. Okay. Are we going with that, or are we going back to the fucking mad scientist laboratory? There we go. Okay. I like that more. The other one's
This
scary.
is for D&D.
Makes me feel like I'm in the Matrix. I don't like it. Not the Hell's Corporate
But,
ones.
uh,
I really hope we can get him to guest soon. Continue.
Yeah, I might
Please.
start streaming soon if I feel like it.
Do it. Do it. Everybody stream. Everybody stream. We have the internet for it.
Mhm.
We have completely opposing stream schedules if we did have them. So fucking let's send her. But I think that's about it. That's everybody. I guess just picking up where we left off last session. As you know, we didn't play last week because we had our Christmas game. If y'all want to and haven't already, check that out on the YouTube. That's up there. But a couple weeks back, when we last played, the party, after having encountered some particularly unhealthy looking rats in their new residence that was basically gifted to them in the will of Sol Morderas, our good friend Vite Carl catching a bit of an infection during the fight, and a subsequent illness that seemed like it was doing a bit of a number on him, until such time that a mysterious cleric known as Gustav Kitzler arrived on your doorstep, claiming to have known your former mentor and offering to help. After a brief sedation of Vite Carl through the means of a mace to the forehead, your wounds and your illness were healed through the powerful magic of Gustav Kitzler, the cleric of Helm. At which point,
Thanks, Karen.
you decided that the booze resource was getting kind of low, so collectively you all went to the basement together to find a bottle of decent quality wine to share with your new cleric friend. While down there, you found what appeared to be some kind of hidden entrance or vault door that could only be opened by collecting the right series of tools from the workshop, the last of which you had to repiece together with a little help from your artificer friend. Oh, weather check. Roll me a D100! Exclamation point D100 in the chat, please. Together, after opening the vault door, you made your way into a hallway. However, did not take the time to look for traps, and unfortunately triggered one in the process, causing the room to begin rapidly... The room to
High numbers
rapidly...
don't mean good things.
No, that's like the highest. That's top 3%, baby. Okay, well this is fun. This is we're gonna have a pivot. We're gonna pivot from where I thought we were going today, but that's fun. Sometimes the chat does stuff and decisions have to be made on the spot. What's D&D without a little improv? Anyway, you made your way into the hallway, which rapidly began filling with water as the trap was triggered, collectively managing to get your way out of the trap with, again, some help from your artificer friend, who seemed basically the key for opening these vault doors. Upon entering, you found that you were not entirely alone, and some kind of strange shadow-like creatures were attacking you all from the shadows where they were hiding. Originally thought to be undead in nature, turned out to not necessarily be so. Something that struck you all as fairly odd. However, the combat was successful, and you all emerged victorious on the other side with some help from your cleric friend, and after a brief investigation found a mysterious, illusory wall at the back of the vault, which you all entered through and found a series of chests, inside of which our ranger Dusty Sharpclaw discovered a strange, almost football-sized rock with strange bits of gems jutting out from either side of it, of all colors and types, with this strange kind of luminescence making its way from inside this strange, almost geode-like object, I guess you could call it. It's about a football-sized pile of rock. And I believe that is where we left off for the evening, as the party was kind of examining this object, Xechas trying to perform an Arcana check or an Identify on it, but unable to do so because it doesn't appear to be any kind of enchantment or anything of the sort. What do you guys want to do as we pick up there?
Alright, I think I'm gonna head upstairs and rest now, because I'm feeling mighty under the weather.
Yes, those things did quite a number on you. You look like you need the rest.
Yeah, I'm just gonna... Someone help me carry my rock.
Oh, sure. I mean, yeah. Whoop. Go over and
Much
kind of take one
appreciated.
side. There
As
we
you
go.
drop your hyena form and reappear as Vaitkara.
Wop,
You
wop.
help. It's quite heavy. It is a pretty hefty size rock. The gems kind of jutting out of it at awkward angles make it kind of uncomfortable to hold. Some of them are a little on the sharper side, but you do manage to carry it. It weighs a decent amount. You can see that Dusty is like very gaunt of cheek right now. His entire demeanor seems to be just weakened by the effect of the creatures you guys fought before.
You look like I did like 20 minutes ago. Not good.
Gustav
Yeah, I had
is-
a rough one in there. If you don't mind, Xechas, I'm gonna leave that there. And he's gonna point to the rifle that fell out of his hands. If you
Oh,
could
yes,
just
no-
bring that up to me when you come up or something.
No problem. And Zeus will walk over and grab it and put it in the bag of holding.
Sure, yeah, you
Just
just
for
open the
now.
bag of holding and just kind of drop this entire musket into it. It disappears. It's quite long. It's a rather substantial weapon, so that bag is starting to have quite the capacity to it. But yeah, you guys kind of make your way upstairs. Getting up the stairs is fairly simple for you. Bit of a struggle for Dusty, who has to lean on the railing and perhaps get some help. Gustav is kind of helping you along too. He says, "Just get yourself some rest. You'll feel fine in the morning, yeah?"
That's the plan so far.
Here's hoping.
If you like, I can
mean-
give you sedative.
Um,
He smiles at you. Just
That
kind
means
of,
he's going to punch you in the face.
I'll sleep just fine, I think.
Oh no.
Choice. I still hear ringing. Mwop.
It will go away.
Mwop.
It will go away in a while. Don't worry about it.
Okay, I'll
He's
trust you
fucking
because I did get
tinnitus.
better.
You'll be fine.
Before we head back up, I'll just say to the group, everybody, go ahead and head back up. I'm going to stay down here for a few hours and have a look at this machine. Just maybe see what it will take to fix.
Alrighty, if anything goes sideways again, if any shadow creatures, you can probably... Can you do like a tin whistle thing, like a steam engine? That's probably offensive, isn't it? I'm so sorry.
Oh my god.
I just
No,
walk away.
Just leave. Okay, I love it. Don't even
While
get an
you're
answer.
leaving, Xechas is kind of like pondering like what he could do to send a signal up, and he's like, "I've got." Oh, okay.
I do have a
as-
steam whistle, but I'm not going to use it now.
As you're all kind of saying goodbye, Gustav takes a moment to kind of shake all your hands and say, "I must go. I have my own business to attend to in the town, so I will perhaps be seeing you later. If you ever find yourself in Lyris, look me up, please."
I'm not one for owing people things. Can I pay you money for... I don't like to owe people things.
I snuck extra bottle of wine out of the cellar. Don't worry about it.
Wonderful. All right. I'll consider that payment paid up, and thank you. It means a lot.
You're welcome. Farewell.
Yeah, you have a good one. Take care of yourself, pal.
He kind of just like pops one of the bottles of wine and begins sipping it as he makes his way up the stairs, and you guys, everyone going upstairs, follow. You just see him go out the front door and make his way down the path and continue down the long road towards Fort Mistmere to the south.
There goes a dangerous, helpful man. Dangerously helpful. Dangerous, comma, helpful. Yeah, second one.
He was for sure something. And
Mm-hmm. Stay on his
alright.
good side.
I'm getting
Well-
real tired of holding this thing up, so let's go sit it on a bed or something.
Okay, yeah, fuck.
Everything goes around the
Yup,
screen
up.
like a frightened koala. I love that. Do it. Love that.
Ah!
Dusty, you return to the room in the house with the 2 beds that you've grown fairly familiar with at this point. I believe that's where you slept.
Yeah, that's where I
Let's
slept.
Go to the daytime map for you. So down in this southeast room down there. You can
Mhm.
always upgrade the beds later, but you pick whatever bed you like, and you kind of get tucked in and cozy. It's probably around evening point by the time all this has happened, so early afternoon-ish, but you lay down, get yourself some rest. Veitkar, what are you doing? We're gonna get to Xechas in a moment.
Probably not going to bed, but definitely grabbing that blanket from downstairs. He goes back downstairs, grabs his bed blanket, and just wraps it around himself. And just, I'm good at pretending like everything's fine in a disaster, but fuck, I still feel weird. Yeah, I'm just gonna go sit in a chair and hold a cup of tea, and just grandma it out for the rest of the evening.
Sounds good. We gotta hydrate everyone from a Bavarian as well.
Oh, good.
You get yourself nice and cozy in one of the chairs, just kind of around the table there. There's also one in your room, actually. It's a pretty nice armchair. It's a little more comfy. Damn, that's a lot of water. Keep that there in case there's a fire.
He got that thing on it.
Why would a fire happen? That
Why would
can't
a fire
No.
happen? That would never happen in your apartment. What's up, Misty? Welcome in. Alice as well. And DM Fedor. Appreciate it, guys. As you all are finding just a little bit of comfort for yourselves upstairs following the somewhat, difficult events of the previous days, Xechas, we return to you in the basement vault around this strange mechanical and arcane object. What are you doing?
So, I've gathered what this is, right?
Oh yeah,
We went through that last time.
The design is identical to the one. So to brush your memory, this is the exact same design that you and Sol worked on in Whitethorn many years ago before your accident, and you know that activating this machine
was the cause of the accident.
was what caused the accident that and not only killed you but tore most of your body to shreds. It appears like he's made some improvements. There's some differences to the wiring and the overall construction. It seems like it's a little more complete and well fleshed out than the somewhat haphazard and improvised design. You can tell he spent a lot more time planning it and putting it together.
And have I gathered enough about the 2 diamond arc stones that I have to figure out what went wrong last time?
I will say roll me an Arcana check.
Because I would remember last time that I had 2 fully charged ones.
Yes.
Now I have a charged one and an empty one. That's a nat 1. I'm going to use that reroll right now.
Probably good idea. Yeah.
Do we do crit fails on skill checks?
No, but that's
Okay, I'm gonna use
amazing.
this.
Oh, yeah, no crit fails. On saving throws, maybe, we'll talk about it, but on skill checks like that was insane.
Yo, that's so unfortunate.
Oh damn.
So you do remember last time you did this experiment is that you tried to take 2 fully charged arcane capacitors and create kind of a recurring cycle between the 2 of them, and it caused a massive explosion. And as you stand here looking at one fully charged diamond arcane capacitor and one completely depleted, all you can think is, why the hell would he only give me one fully charged arcane capacitor? And that's all you can make of it.
Okay, so that's that.
Can't believe that.
I obviously don't plan on trying to... Yeah, that's brutal. I don't plan on trying to make it work immediately. What I want to do is I'm going to take my notebook and ink and quill out, and I'm going to take stock of what I need to fix it. And I'm going to be very meticulous about it and spend as much time as I need to be sure.
Okay. How long are you willing to spend?
For now, it's early evening?
It's probably around like dinner time, I'd say, by the time you guys are done with all of your adventures from the day. And
yeah,
so.
we
Late
usually
afternoon.
get up around... Yeah, I'm gonna spend until I need to take my 4-hour rest.
Okay.
And then after that, as much time as I need, essentially.
Okay.
Yeah.
A lot of it is fairly basic. You can tell you're going to need some new wiring, so like copper to make wire with.
Okay.
The machine itself has been smashed quite a substantial bit, so just basic metals and copper, again, to make everything on it, but it's pretty standard materials. It's more the size. You'd estimate that you probably need to spend anywhere from 350 to 600 gold minimum to get it back up and running again, just by buying the raw materials yourself.
Cool.
It is a substantial repair job. That being said, there is
Not a surprise, though.
As you know, there's probably some raw materials around the house that you've already seen at this point, but it'll depend how much. I will say, roll me a Tinkerer's Tools check if you want. Let's do that. Arcana didn't go well for you last time, so just your intelligence and your proficiency bonus, because you're proficient.
Intelligence? Oh, for Tinker's Tools. Okay. So this plus 2.
It depends. Yeah, it could also be dexterity, but you're not actively fixing anything right now.
Just 11. Not rolling
So
great.
much for getting those shit rolls out right off
seems
the
like
bat.
Yeah, 11.
Yeah. Basically that. You don't really know anywhere where more materials might be stashed for it. Kind of going through it and kind of trying to reverse engineer some of the bits. You think you can probably salvage some of the repair with an 11 on the roll. You can probably repurpose a lot of the damaged pieces with some good forging and smithing work.
Sweet.
Yeah, it's definitely going to take a while and
mending.
a substantial investment. Yeah, their mending will actually do the trick, but some of it needs to be straight up reforged, rehammered.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Like
But where I can, mending will save a bit of cost, I would hope.
Yeah. So with that, with the roll of 11, you probably knock off about 50 gold. So you're looking between the range of like 300 and 550 bucks.
Okay.
Depending on who you're talking to and who you're buying supplies off of.
That's our little moneymaker.
Sounds good.
It's definitely steep, but I will say that probably by the time you're done taking a whole inventory and going over the machine, kind of reverse engineering some of the parts and what you might need, that probably gets you to
Looking
about
around the house,
the point of like sun is well past down. It's probably 10 or 11 p.m. by this point, if not later.
Oh yeah, no, I'm gonna be at it until like 3 in the morning till I need to take my 4 hours.
Yep. Yeah, you probably hit that point by now.
Yeah.
The guys upstairs eventually settle in for a long rest, so you guys can go ahead and hit the long rest button. Buy it off the back of a shady wagon. Straight up. Okay, we're back to the house. Whee!
Yeah, Xechas has. I've got some plans for how I'm gonna get that stuff. It'll take time, but
Or money.
Very doable.
I don't know how you guys are doing for money, but
the time is the money. That's
that too. So, as the sun begins to rise the following morning, kind of begins creeping through the boarded over windows, creating these beams of light through the ever-present hanging dust in the air. It's pretty musty in here. It's not the most cleanly of residences. You can tell he didn't spend a lot of time cleaning or dusting everything, so there's this kind of ever-present, just like floating particulate in the air at any given time.
I think Dusty's probably pretty used to waking up relatively early.
Mhm.
So I'd imagine he would wake up probably. Well, we got a long rest, right?
The place was ironically on fire, yes. They did light this house on fire at one point. First thing they did when they got here.
it was a
First
very
thing-
brief fire. I put it out immediately. Okay.
Still a fire. Still a fire. That's all I'm gonna say.
It was Xechas who burned down my home.
get
But if
fucking
We
wrecked,
did
nerd.
start the fire.
You wake up early before the sun itself rises, Dusty, as you usually do, and your room is kind of just has this like very faint kind of glow about it, as this light kind of emanates from within these stone, casting like reds and purples and blues as the light kind of flashes through the various gemstones sticking out of the this large piece of stone.
with my return strength, I'm gonna grab it and
Yeah,
put
you
it
feel-
in my bed now,
Feel much better. Yep, easily done.
and just kind of meditate like I would normally do in the morning. Just
Okay.
sets it kind of in his lap as he's like doing his normal
Yeah, it
meditation.
has this like very calming kind of feel to it as this light kind of just filters through the different gemstones, casting these different colors of light throughout your dark bedroom. You kind of close your eyes and focus and go through your morning thought process as you see the sun start to creep through the slats in the boarded up windows. Kind of draws you awake. Invite Carl and Xechas, the sun, also wakes you all up. What does your morning look like?
I just kind of meet up with the dudes. I want to see how Dusty is doing, in particular.
Okay.
How are you feeling, Dusty? You look much better.
He kind of opens one of his eyes as he's sitting there, kind of just like, yeah, I'm feeling quite a bit better. I was able to pick the rock up, at least.
Oh, good.
That's
Oh,
good.
here's your rifle, and he'll pull it out and give it to you.
He's gonna set it next to the bed as he sits there. And he's gonna uncross his legs and kind of slide out of the bed, making sure not to wobble the stone too much.
Have you
Although it's heavy as fuck, so it probably wouldn't really care.
No, it's pretty steady.
have you learned anything about it?
I mean, it fancy. It has a lot of pretty lights on it. Kind of, I don't know. I feel something when I sit there with it, but it's hard to tell what it is. It's at least calming to some degree. So
Perhaps it will take some time.
he gave it to me for a reason. I imagine there's something to it.
Sol never really did anything by accident.
You always seem like the type with intention. I turn the corner around. Y'all just see a massive goose egg on my head, like black and blue. On my bald Goliath head, just massive. He never seemed like the type to do things for no reason. Even though some of his reasons seemed pretty fucked up. He seemed like a good guy overall, though.
Very much so. It's the reason I'm alive.
Likewise.
Now, how much is that thing worth? I mean, what does it do?
Well, I don't think you give it to us to sell, so maybe we don't sell it. I don't know what it
Plan
does
B.
yet, currently, but I'll hold on to it for now. Although, if we're gonna be leaving the house, I don't feel quite comfortable leaving it up here.
Oh, you can
Not with
put,
what we know.
you can put it in here if you'd like. Points to the bag of holding.
Oh, the hole.
Yeah, we could hold it in that probably.
That is true. I don't love the idea of leaving a giant glowing hunk of gem around. If nothing else, it's going to attract the unsorted type. It's attracting me, so I know it does.
That's completely fair. I mean, it's the bag of holding, or we put it back in the chest downstairs.
It's probably would fit in your pack as well.
How much does this thing weigh?
I could carry it myself, but
I think probably about 30 pounds.
it's a little hefty.
I like keeping you speedy. It seems like a lot of your confidence comes from the zoop zoop. I like keeping you like that.
I do take pride in my quickness.
Yes, you should. We take it with us. Good. All right.
I feel like
Yes,
we're
sir.
gonna get mugged, but might as well.
Oh, that's okay. They won't. You can't get anything from in here without thinking about it first. It's quite interesting.
Don't say.
Well, let's really hope nobody from the company knew exactly what he was holding down there.
I feel like that's a pretty safe secret.
I
They
don't
do
know.
seem to
These
have-
bastards are weird and crafty.
Got their spoons and a lot of pies.
Yes, they do.
But I think, yeah, it seems like, if anything else, it's all knew exactly how to keep a certain number of things secret. I mean, I gotta think, if the company knew anything about this, they would have razed this place to the ground. This place would be ashes. Kinda looks like maybe someone tried to. God damn, this place sucks. But it's
It's
enough where it's warm and it's nice. I'm so very thankful. I gotta think this place would be gone if they tried. You know?
Well, if it wasn't for us recovering the documents that we did, I feel like it wouldn't be ours as we speak.
As you're having this conversation, you begin to hear from outside the sound of rain just beginning to fall on the roof, lightly at first. Present, but not overwhelmingly so. And then as time goes on, in the matter of a few minutes, it goes from a light drizzle to a heavy, heavy downpour. There's drips of water coming through what little hole, like few holes in the roof that haven't been completely sealed up, and you hear the wind beginning to whistle through the gaps in the planks of the walls throughout the entire building. As you hear the winds beginning to pick up outside, you see a flash through the windows as a bolt of lightning streaks across the sky, and you hear the loud clap of thunder outside as it appears a rather intense storm has begun to pick up. You can't see just how intense it is because you are still inside, but you can hear the wind whistling through the planks, and you feel the house shaking as the stronger gusts of wind kind of begin to just shake the walls on the exterior of the property. What are y'all doing? Thank you, Rusty. Thank you,
Well,
Rusty.
I'm
of
gonna
a
go fix the
bitch.
roof.
Good idea!
We're gonna have to fortify for sure. The only fortified place I'm safe with is the basement currently. This place is rickety as all hell currently.
Can the company control the weather? What the hell?
I don't think so, but shrug
Uh,
shoulders.
I need someone to roll me a D100, please.
Yep. Yep.
You got it, Ryan?
Jesus.
Oh, you didn't have to. You could have rolled it in the roll 20.
Oh.
91.
Oh.
Okay. So as you're standing there in Xechas, you're like, I gotta go fix the roof. You hear now another loud clap of thunder. Well, a flash of lightning accompanied by a clap of thunder and another gust of wind as you begin to see holes opening up in the roof and the tiles beginning to just pull up and the gaps in the structure itself kind of revealing a bit of the roof, and you're seeing more and more little bits of light coming through, and the rainfall is beginning to increase. It sounds like you are currently in the middle of not just a storm, but a hurricane. The wind is just pounding on the house. You feel the windows beginning to shake, even boarded up on the outside of the boards. You hear them just kind of clattering. You hear one of the windows break as what appears to be a branch is just kind of blown right through, kind of jutting between some of the planks you've placed in the windows, or that were placed in the windows here. What are you doing? Thank you, Kayla, for that.
We need to go to the basement. In past the stone doors. Let's go.
It's definitely not safe up here. Yeah, I agree.
Alrighty, let's
there
all
were
get
drains
everything
in
down.
the basement, right? We're not about to get fucking drowned down there.
Yeah, it seems to be
Again.
mostly for the trap, but we'll make it work. I don't know how to turn into fish.
As you're making your way
If
to the
anything, we can
basement.
rig the drainage.
I need everyone to roll me a dexterity saving throw as a piece of the roof just collapses from above you. That's all three of you. Oof. Okay.
I'm using my advantage.
Alright.
Oh, Ryan! Ryan, no! No! Oh no! You regret
Still
Rusty,
didn't
this is your
help.
fault. This is your fault. You did this. to
All
them.
these ones
You
today.
did this. Yeah, you guys are rolling like absolute shit. So Xechas and Dusty, you see this large chunk of roof just collapse from above as it's unable to withstand the strength of the winds outside. You manage to dive out of the way, but unfortunately, Vite Carl is unable to do so. You take 6 points of bludgeoning damage, Vite Carl, and you're currently restrained under this massive piece of roofing that has just collapsed onto you. Under all this debris, you are currently unable to move. At this point, the rain is now pouring through this fairly sizable hole in the roof. There's like little waterfalls kind of dripping down off the side, and you are currently stuck under all of this debris.
Do I see him stuck?
Oh yeah, I know you all dove out of the way together, and as you kind of
Okay.
turn and look to make sure everyone's all right, you just see a little bit of like Vite Carl's hand sticking out from under the debris, trying to claw his way out.
Fight Coral, give me your hand and turn into a small animal.
Come. Good, very good idea.
Reach out and grab his hand if I can.
You grab his hand. Yeah, easily done.
And I'm just gonna turn into just see the white fur kind of wrap around your hand, Xechas, and then in the middle of your hand, it just turns into a white fluff ball with 8 little legs that kind of go. And turn into a little white fluffy spider.
Okay,
As you're
perfect.
holding his hand, a little like white tarantula appears in your hand.
Excellent.
Kind of gross.
I'm like already on my way to the as this is happening.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
The
I'm
little
gonna kind of
floating-
put him on like the lapel of my jacket to hold on to. It's got
Easily
like
done.
metal rings and little shit like that on it. Plenty of grippage.
Easily done. You all
And
sprint.
we're gonna run for it. Yep.
You sprint your way back to the basement. Go down the stairs into the wine cellar. Open up your vault and make your way into the back room where the generator and the invisible, or not the excuse me, invisible wall, the illusory wall are located, and seal the doors behind you. The sound of the storm disappearing as you do so, and you can only hope that by the time you come out, your house is still standing and in one piece.
Let's hope this shit blows over quick,
So-
so we don't have to worry about much.
Oh goodness.
I need somebody to roll me another D100.
Got it.
I'm not rolling again.
What a wild turn of events. What a wild turn of events.
It didn't go through, but 83.
Okay. What are you guys doing in the meantime? You're currently locked in the basement.
Well, I mean, while we're down here, I didn't get a chance to ask you before all the shit hit the fan, but what were you able to figure out? Points to the machine.
Well, it's basically a replica, an improved replica of the one that points to himself, caused this. And it's in quite a state of disrepair, so it will take a fair bit of resources to rebuild, but I could definitely do it.
How much in resources are we talking? Because I have money, at least a livable amount currently.
At least 300 gold, perhaps.
Well,
At least a
fuck
couple
me.
hundred more than that. It's not an inexpensive machine.
The little spider on your lapel just kind of goes on his back and his legs curl up. Just...
Oh no, but that's how spiders die. Are you alright?
I'm just like popping, you know.
Just twitching a
Get me
little
like
bit.
that.
Love it.
Well, I don't have that much.
Thank you for
And
the follow, Tiny
Based
Liger.
on what we saw about our abode, we're gonna need even more than that at this point. So, if this storm blows over quick enough, we might want to start looking for some kind of work.
That was my thought as well.
In the meantime, I guess we can figure out what we can salvage or scrap or I don't fucking know. I'm getting tired of sitting here.
Me
Yes,
too.
there's- I'm glad you were able to get out of that.
Me too. Very smart idea. I was just gonna sit there and hope for the best.
That is a significantly less intelligent idea for sure.
I'm not good in a scenario like that. I freeze under pressure.
You would have been doing
Or-
a lot
and-
more under that pressure.
And under roofs, too, apparently. Ha ha!
Well, whatever happens to the house, I'm sure we'll be able to fix it. Just
You
glad we're
will,
all
for
right.
sure.
If there's
Little
a house.
miracle boy. If there is a house. Oh, dear. That's true. That is true. Hey, the basement's
we
kind
might
of nice.
be making an underground bunker, I guess.
It's safe. It's warm. There's no wind down here. It's kind of nice. Lots of spiders. That's black mold. I'm sure of it.
You do know you have the prison, the small cell down here as well. So, you know, room and board. There's plenty of space.
Room and board.
Tough story. How's it going, buddy? And as you all sit there in this small enclosed stone chamber with the ruins of Sol Morderas's inventions around you, you have no choice but to wait until the storm upstairs blows over.
There's no old elven man to give a heart attack to this time, so.
My only question is, wow, callback.
Deep cut.
Deep cut.
Deep cut.
You guys get caught in like
Sometimes.
a surprisingly large number of hurricanes. Like, it's happened at least twice now. It's becoming a
And it's
theme.
also
always have a hurricane
0%.
episode.
3.
Yeah.
I can count 3. We got shipwrecked by 1.
That's true. That is true.
Right.
Yep.
Oh
Yeah.
my, we don't do well with hurricanes.
No,
I'm
you guys have
pretty
really
sure-
bad luck.
And it is 100%
sure
chat's
Cap was
fault.
there for
Thanks,
one of
fuckers.
Yeah, I have a weather scale. It's simple. 1 to 30 is nice. It's 1 to 40. Nice, clear, beautiful day. 40 to 60, raining but not terrible. Light rain. 60 to 80, heavy rain but still manageable. 80 to 97, thunderstorms or whatever variant of weather, could be like a sandstorm or anything like that. And then that last 3% is the clusterfuckery, and you guys roll that shit so often. It's shocking. It's truly like staggering
Just
to
that
me.
good.
Yeah, it just keeps happening.
We
Y'all
blame
be-
Rusty for that.
It's not my fault. Oh, that Rusty. Yeah, it's your
Other
fault, Rusty. Loser.
Mhm.
Damn. Way to
I
cause
blame
a
this
hurricane.
Rusty for having the redeem in chat in the first place.
So, my only question now is, how long do you all wait before you're willing to go upstairs and check?
I would probably go like up to the door and try to like hear at least like this specific part.
Okay. Easily done. Yeah. As you
After
come
what,
in-
like an hour or so?
Yeah, I'd wait like an hour, like almost regularly on the
Okay.
hour.
I'm gonna tell you know what, we're gonna do this the fun old-fashioned way. Go ahead and just roll me a straight d20.
Okay. Got it.
And we'll add 4 to it.
$19.
Is that ours?
Yes. Yes, and the plus 4 was to just get to 24, because it was going to last a minimum of 5. So as you all sit there, you periodically go to the door and check. Every time you go, it's just more wind, more rain, an ever-present clusterfuck of noise coming from above. You hear the sound of creaking wood, bits of wood falling in the house above you. And surely every time you go out, you're like, surely it has to be over by now. It has to be coming to a close. Storms move on eventually. However, the way Rook's Bay kind of cuts into the mainland the way it does, it kind of funnels the storm around, and it kind of just exists there until it dissipates on itself.
Why did people build here?
Easy lumber. 19 hours go by. Almost an entire day you are down here waiting. If there's any conversations you wanted to have amongst each other, feel free to do so. Otherwise, we will time jump 19 fucking hours. Don't call me Shirley.
I think about hour 16, Dusty goes, listens, and he goes, "Oh, fuck this, I'm going to bed." He just comes back down and lays down on the floor.
On the cold cement floor. Fair enough.
Right on the floor.
Easily done.
That's
I've
fair.
been in the woods.
I'll do the checks now.
Oh, God, love ya. Alrighty, that's great. That's wonderful, because I was actually thinking of just sitting down here for a second and resting my eye.
After a while, both Dusty and White Carl are asleep. You check another few times. Still storm. Chaos. However, around the hour 19, only about 3 hours into your companion's sleep, you walk out and you do still hear like a light wind coming from upstairs. Slight rainfall, but it seems like the storm has more or less begun to dissipate. The worst of it has very much passed and has begun to die out and calm down. It'd probably still be stormy for a couple days of just steady rain and gray skies, but the hurricane itself seems to have at least moved on or passed from this area.
I'll shake them awake a little bit. It seems the storm seems to be passing. Finally.
Roofs falling on me. Beams, boards. Buried alive, huh? Huh? Storm over.
It's okay, but it seems to be clearing up now.
Did we get crushed alive?
Did you check how much of the house is left?
No, I haven't really gone past where you were checking last time.
Let's all see it together. Let's bear witness to our landfall winnings being blown away by nature. The very thing that saved me is going to take my home from me. Kind of ironic.
Very.
Well, let's go see.
I mean, nature gives and nature takes away, so...
Gives with a finger and takes with both hands. Nature's a fickle bitch goddess. But I love her! Ha!
Indeed.
Please keep letting me turn into animals.
You all make your way back upstairs. And you come out into the kitchen and notice just straight off the bat, there's a fairly sizable hole in the ceiling here as well that looks like it collapsed inward, probably about 5 feet by 6 feet or so. Just a big old chunk of roof just fell. Looks like outside there's some debris that blew into it or something. Sizable amount of water that has kind of got onto the wood of the floor here, but it is treated and sealed, so for the most part not a whole lot of water damage there. But you go back out into the main room and see the hole, including the hole that fell on Bite Carl. There is another piece of the roof missing that has just collapsed inward. There's debris scattered all over the floor. The pages that were stacked high on the table have all been blown around in the wind and lay scattered around the entire room. A lot of the ink and paper damaged from the heavy amount of rainfall that has just been coming in through the 2 holes in the roof. Even now, there's still a light drizzle coming through, and there's actively rain getting into your homes. As far as you can tell, that is the bulk of the collapses. Number of your windows are broken and will probably need repairing as well. Luckily, they were boarded up, so you don't have a huge pile of glass inside your house and didn't have to deal with that clusterfuck happening. But yeah, there's a sizable amount of damage, and you know that you will need, at very least, a decent amount of raw materials to repair those. Mending will do a decent chunk of it. There's a fair amount you could repair with mending, small holes, small bits of damage to the ceiling and stuff
Those big
like that.
roof holes are, yeah.
But you're gonna have to do all-out construction on this.
We're structurally sound, though. It doesn't seem like we're on the verge of a collapse.
Yeah, in fact, you would say the house, like the skeleton of the house, stood fairly well, all things
Very
considered.
good.
Like, it is a well-built house. It is just old, and the wood itself and some of the parts have just begun to rot and mildew in the extremely damp climate that exists here. But yeah, no, as far as you can tell, the structure itself is still sound and standing. A lot of the damage was just caused by either blowing debris or pieces of just rotted wood that finally gave way.
Well,
that's
it's
not nearly as bad as I expected.
could have been
well-built
worse.
house.
Yeah, I thought there'd be a lot more damage.
I mean, there's like 3 5x6 or bigger holes in your ceiling that, yeah, you got away okay.
I thought the whole thing was gonna be gone. I thought we were gonna come up to a hole in the ground. That was it.
Yeah, that was my thinking. But seems like with enough cutting down of some trees, we might be able to fix this shit.
Is that something that we're just allowed to do, or are there laws against harvesting
There's
one's own
probably
lumber?
laws against it, but
I've always been
Well,
I
I mean,
really
asked
just
for
don't want to go
forgiveness.
talk to the lumber master.
Yeah, roll me a history
The
check.
who?
The lumber master.
Who, JT
I'm
or me?
sorry.
Whoever wants to.
Whoop.
Yeah, anyone who's not from here would be at disadvantage. A mithril walls, paper mache roof. The roof was just old. The roof was just old. The
11?
walls are pretty damaged up too. Like the hole in the kitchen is half wall, half roof, kind of like a corner that looks like something just blew right into it. 11. So your understanding of the law here is not a lot. You know that the Trudge Hill Trading Co., the TTC, has like a dominion of just land that they own and control the lumber trade on. That being said, out in the outskirts, like you're far enough past the town that you're outside their range of like dominion and stuff. They kind of control, if we pull up like the big map, just based on what you know of it here and where you saw the lumber camp, you're guessing they more control kind of the whole area towards the mountain range, where you're kind of up here on this little nubbin. So, like, cutting down wood for home repair is a completely reasonable thing. They really only give a shit if you're, like, starting your own lumber company and clear-cutting entire forests to compete with them. Other than that, they don't really seem too involved or care all that much. There's, like,
I've
a
never
reasonable
harvested
amount.
lumber before, but I mean, how hard could it be?
I've chopped small bits of wood before. I don't think I've ever had to cut down a tree. Well, let's just say I'm not exactly apt for it.
To be fair, nor am I.
I mean, we can go purchase it from the trade in town. But unless y'all carrying a bunch of funds I don't know about.
Not quite.
No, and I also am not sure of the cost of lumber.
You would know that you would probably want your lumber to have been properly prepared and treated. For home building products.
That's, yeah.
Basic patch
Well,
job,
at very
sure,
least,
but
we can
an entire
inquire.
roof. Okay, so we're going to
No
town.
harm in asking questions.
Yeah, what time is it? After 19 hours of storm?
We did 12 hours, and it would have been around dinner time again, and then another 9. So, like, say 6 p.m. plus 9 hours would get you to what? About 3 a.m.
Oh, good.
Yeah, but we can
After
also
going, the
say
sun is up.
we can also say that you let your companions actually finish their long rest or something. Like,
Sure, yeah.
you guys can go back to sleep after this conversation. Most of your rooms are still dry and secure and warm. Some of the windows have been broken, so it's a little drafty. But your bed and possessions are mostly still intact and dry. So
You two finish your rest. I'm going to start on patching up the windows and walls.
You make sure to
Alright.
take a break too. I don't want you rusting up on us.
Yeah, maybe just like hide away all your metal bits. You'll be alright.
Oh, yes. Tightens his jacket up, pushes the sleeves even further down.
valid.
Yeah, so I guess, while they've finished their rest, I'll just start doing little patchwork here and there. I know it's not going to amount to much, but
with mending and everything you do, you manage to patch up some of the boards that have been broken in by bits of flying debris and everything. You're not able to fix like entire windows or anything like that, but you manage to patch most of the holes that the wind is getting through. You put some like buckets out wherever you can, just collect some of the more heavy water dropping areas. But for the most part, you kind of just putter around on little repairs for the day until the morning comes and your party reawakens for the day. You guys, as the sun begins to come up, awaken at a normal hour, having rested through the rest of the night. Wasn't a great rest, but it was a rest nonetheless, considering half of it was on a cold stone floor.
Well, that was a way to waste the day, I imagine, but we got a lot to do.
I don't imagine anyone got much done yesterday.
I was trying to learn a card trick. Couldn't figure it out.
I
You'll
just
get it
learned how much
eventually.
I hate sitting on stone. My ass hurts like hell.
Okay.
Yes.
Whoop.
Well, off to town we go.
Are you putting the rock in the bag of holding? That's my question. You talked about it. You never said you did or not.
Currently, it's been in my pack
Mhm.
when we ran down to the basement. Someone trade packs with me. I don't want to carry this shit. This is heavy.
We could
Yeah,
leave
well,
it down in
Tiny
the
legs.
vault.
That is something we could do. I would prefer if we locked it all the way back, but that's a lot of effort.
Not really. It's not that hard.
No?
All right.
Lock it in the floor.
As you go to bring it downstairs, roll me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Bup.
Okay.
Oops.
Yeah.
You're inconvenienced by the weight of this object, of course. But as you go to kind of place it back where you found it, you feel this strange sense of attachment. This kind of desire to not part with it. This object is safest when it is on your person. You're the only person that you trust to keep this safe.
He gets to the chest, he opens it, and he's like, all right, now hold on now, guys. Maybe we can... I can probably carry it around. I can probably manage.
Well, what about your little legs? You said yourself.
I'll do some squats or something.
Yeah.
I mean,
There's nothing
I'll work on
it could
physically...
be a good opportunity to build some muscle. You're not
There's
wrong.
nothing physically stopping you. Like, you put it down and are able to take your hands away from it, but there's just this nagging sensation that it should be with you.
Like, he gave it specifically to me for a reason, right? Like, I can't just feel like it's unsafe if I let it go.
Hey, it's your decision. It's your rock.
Well,
Well,
let's bring it with us
shit.
then.
He's gonna grab it and put it back in his
Or
bag.
maybe it's a tabaxi thing, you're not sure, but there's like some instinct inside you that's
Not
just
gonna question it.
telling you to keep this safe. You guys kind of...
I mean, I would too. It looks like it's just... You could retire on that rock. Literally, I think you could build a small house. You could just... Damn, I would hold on to
Listen.
that too.
If it looks like someone's gonna question why my pack's so large and maybe take a gander at it and maybe think they're gonna get their hands on it, I'm shooting them.
Or perhaps we could just not do that.
America! I mean, it's big, but like, it's football sized. It's not like unreasonably huge. It's just pretty dense. Like, it fits in your bag, no problem.
Keep it hidden
This
in your
thing
bag.
has
and
to
don't
be
don't
an
bring it out.
important rock.
Keep
All
it
right?
secret.
We can't just let
Keep it
someone
safe.
Keep it safe.
have it. Save
Don't
the
let them
rock,
find
save
it.
the world.
Wow, guys.
Throwback to last campaign.
Yep. Throwback. This is just Sunny Big Ass Rock. It's my big ass rock. Exactly.
My big ass rock.
It's your big ass
There are
rock.
many like it, but this one is mine.
And there's some kind of like animal instinct that just tells you to protect this object. You're
It's
not
like
sure
a
what it
raccoon
is.
with shiny objects.
It's
I can't just let it
inexplicable.
go.
But as you kind of put the stone back in your pack and prepare for your journey, you guys are heading to Fort Mistmere? Okay. The road is pretty well made. It's pretty effectively put together, so it's not all that hard to travel down it. Yeah, what's up?
The lumber company's outside of town, right?
No, it is in the town. It is just on an island
okay.
in the middle of the river.
Right. Yes. Okay.
It's about a 40-minute, maybe an hour trip. Slower if you're going by carriage, or faster if you're going by horse, or just normal carriage. But, the trade caravans move quite slowly down the road here on its way. But without issue. Before long, as you kind of make your way down this winding, like half gravel, half mud road. It's like, it looks at one point it was probably all gravel, and it's just slowly been sunk into the dirt over the years. You manage to, after about 45 minutes or so, see the walls of Fort Mistmere just kind of poking through this ever-present fog that seems to linger in this area. You just see the pointed wooden logs that make up the bulk of the roof, and before long you're at the gate, which, as you know, just sits open for the bulk of the day. As you make your way into the city, however, it is not the Fort Mistmere you remember. The damage from the hurricane that rolled through was substantial. The first thing you see, the gallows that's just erected right in the main center, like right as you come in the gates. Oh, wait, we have a map for this. We have a map.
We have a map, darling.
Map.
It's a map.
Right there. That's the gallows. Has been blown down. A number of the roofs of the houses have kind of collapsed or sunken inward. There's broken glass in the streets from broken windows. It looks like the town was hit pretty hard, and you already see people beginning to rebuild their homes, neighbors helping each other to try and lighten the burden of the work. Some houses faring better than other. The ones made of stone that the wealthier individuals own definitely seem to fare better. The gates of, kind of just like you can see looking up that main road there, the gates of the fortress, the TTC headquarters in this town has been sealed up closed, and you can see them already working on the inside to repair the damage that was done there. But as it stands, the gates have been closed and sealed there. Yep, the lumber mill is kind of to the southeastern side of town on this kind of small, fairly large island with a small single bridge crossing to it, and a mill powered by a fairly simple water wheel. You can kind of see the buildup of logs in the river that have kind of gathered in the area and are waiting to be processed as well. You see stacks of lumber and logs all around the lumber mill itself as you begin crossing over the bridge.
How is the bridge? Is it intact?
Yeah, surprisingly.
Okay.
It is made of stone, and it is pretty heavily reinforced.
Nice.
It's also kind of tucked along this little bit of river, so even when the tide does come up, it basically just sitting like the water just goes right over top of it. You can see bits of debris kind of stuck up along the sides that were kind of collected and gathered in the waves, but the bridge itself is standing and sturdy and has been mostly cleared off.
Now,
This town has money.
I was gonna ask you guys, because I thought of it on our way here. If we can manage to get the trees ourselves, I know we're looking to repair and do more than a patch job, but the shopkeep, the lady that does the woodwork, furniture, think she'd know how to treat stuff if we can get our own wood and everything? Maybe patch it over for us? Probably be
Might
cheaper
Actually,
than buying the
not a
lumber
terrible
whole.
idea.
Gotta think so. It might just be. That might be. If we come with a bunch of trees, maybe we could even. There's got to be other parts of
Or
it
we
they
bring
could
her up.
use.
To us, that would be much easier.
It'd be a little dangerous, but we could probably protect her up there.
Ooh.
That's a great idea, actually.
First employee. I like where this is going.
I don't know about that now, but
We're gonna
she
treat her
may be
like
willing to help.
shit.
No.
No.
I thought that's what bosses
was-
do.
She's going to think of it more like a contractor, I would think.
Like an intern.
Yeah, I figured it would be worth checking at least.
That's a good idea.
Cheaper, more efficient. I like it.
So instead of heading to the lumber place, I'm gonna head to the shop to see how it's faring currently.
Yeah.
So you make your way to the town center. You see the city hall still standing fairly well. There's some light damage to the outside, but it's mostly fine. The Rotten Timber Tavern, the entire stable side, the ceiling has collapsed inward. The stable is basically ruined at this point. The building itself has some damage to it as well, but the stables seems to have gotten the worst of it. The blacksmith as well, made of stone, so standing pretty well, was built to withstand, fire. It's a blacksmith shop. They're not going to make it like out of wood. So that one managed okay, but you see the Saw and Spyglass has a sign on the front door saying closed, and scribbled at the bottom of the sign in some very haphazardly put together paint says for repairs. And it's just been placed there. And you can see the back section of the wall has kind of collapsed inward. It's not fallen completely, but it's sagging in one spot towards the back, kind of this corner. Oh, that's the blacksmith. That's the general store. Towards the back has no, I'm right. I'm not crazy. I fucked up which building is which. That's fine. This is the fucking general store now, number 2. It's fine. We're gonna make it work. But yeah, light collapse. It seems like she is closed the shop for repairs at this point.
Fair.
I figured there'd be a lot of repairing everybody needs to do. Which is also a worry I
Perhaps-
have with the lumber.
Perhaps if she's still in there, we could offer to help each other. I would not be opposed to helping her repair.
Ooh, another discount you want. I love the way you think.
You could always try. I mean, she might be a little annoyed we're bothering her at the most, but who knows?
But
I'm
mutual help
charming,
might
you're
not be a bad
charming. We're
thing.
all very charming.
Fair enough.
After you? He's
Let's
gonna
do
point
it.
at Xechas and like lead the way.
I'll just kind of awkwardly knock, 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 knock.
Silence for a couple seconds. You can hear some shuffling from inside, some objects being moved out of the way, and you see fucking goddamn it, Emmy Saltwood, the woodworker and general store owner, kind of shuffle towards the door, unlock it, and open it. Yes, what can I do for you? I'm a little preoccupied at the moment.
No, we saw that. We actually, we had a question about some wood repairs that we needed to do to our house, but we see that you've also experienced some similar damages.
I think everybody has. I'm booked up for about a week. That's if I can finish my spot.
That's actually what I was going to ask. We don't necessarily need the help with the repairs, but we need treated wood. If we help you repair your place here, would you possibly be willing to help us treat our lumber? If that's something you can do.
I'm sorry, but that's a little that's beyond my capabilities. I buy it straight from the lumber mill. But if you head on down there, I'm sure you'll get a great deal. I'm sure he'll set you up just fine. He's a good man. There's a lot of people going down there for repairs right now, and, well, might cost you a bit, but, I mean, I have to go there to buy my own as well. I don't know anything about
Very
treating
fair.
it. I just
Well,
carve
That's
it.
alright. We just thought we would check.
Oh, I understand. I just lacquer it, carve it, lacquer it. That's the best I can do. I'm not really cut out for construction and the like.
Cut out.
But
Don't sell yourself short. It's an important part of everything you do.
if you talk to him down there at the lumber mill, just tell him Emmy sent you, and maybe he'll cut you a deal. He's an old friend of mine.
That's very kind of you. Thank you.
All right.
What's his name?
Justin,
Dustin. All right.
nice fellow. He's a dwarf. Cheerful disposition
Dwarf.
for his type. Thanks for the
Cheerful
hydrate,
dwarf.
goblin.
Yes, I believe I can make that work. Dwarves love
great.
me. I tower over them. They can climb me like a tree. This should be fine.
Well, thank you
I'm
so
gonna
much.
make a joke,
We
I'll
won't
hold on to
Oh
that.
my god.
we won't take any more of your time. Thank you.
Well,
we much appreciate it.
Good luck with the repairs. If I can help at all, I will. But things are going to be pretty busy here for the next couple of weeks while we try to rebuild the town. I
Yeah,
hope.
we're a little out of the way, so go ahead and focus around here, probably for the best.
Well, Justin will get you set up just the way you need. Don't even worry about it.
All right, great. Thank you.
God fucking damn.
Thank you for swinging in, Goblin. Appreciate you. So, you guys
I'll
make
just
your
kind of
way out.
awkwardly start walking away.
She closes the door. She's like, "Good luck." Closes it, locks it up behind you.
Thanks.
Goes back into the back where she was. You guys make your way back over the stone bridge, and you find the lumber mill is already bustling. They're doing some light repairs to the building, but it looks like it was mostly in good repair. No real issues or anything like that. So you can already see people going back to their everyday duties of sawing, cutting, and processing the lumber that comes down on the river. Yeah, you kind of see a cluster of workers all going about their business. You know, no one really stands out to you at that point. But what do you guys do?
Well, I guess we head on in. Go find Justin. Maybe ask around, see if any of them know where he is right now.
All right.
Might be a hard find, but hey, at least it's in one piece.
Okay. You kind of.
I'm gonna walk up to a worker.
Yeah.
If I can.
Yeah, easy.
Hey, pardon me.
Yeah.
You happen to know where Justin is right now?
Oh, last I saw him, he was in the back. Something wrong with the water wheel. I don't know. Some debris stuck up in it or something. You'll find him. Find him
Appreciate
inside
it.
though. Just go right in.
Gives a nod, starts heading in.
Cool. You make your way inside and you find like the interior lumber processing plant. There's a conveyor belt, which is actually what the water wheel runs itself. That kind of brings the logs down. It's sliced by a saw that appears to be powered also by the very same water wheel. But you see a kind of cluster of people kind of around the back of this warehouse / processing plant, and it's like an open back. It kind of just balconies out onto the river so you can access the water wheel.
Cool.
You see about 5 or 6 people all kind of climbed in different positions on it, trying to just get these massive pieces of tree that have either like been caught up in the river during the storm, and it's just like they're trying to just clear out a pile of debris. And you see standing among them a fairly short dwarven individual wearing a red and black plaid shirt, suspenders, and these just kind of nice navy blue pants and leather boots. And he's just kind of, he's issuing orders, but he's doing it in a way that's very respectful, and you can tell the people he's working with have a lot of respect for him in the way he kind of talks. It's like, listen now, I need you to go ahead and fix that. Get that piece of lumber out of there. We're going to need to deal with that right away. And he's just kind of going about his day-to-day business. He seems a little distracted, but as you kind of approach this, oh, great. Like, I don't have enough stuff going on. What can I do for you?
It's not what you can do for us, it's what we can do for you.
Oh, you're a talker. All right, someone who's going to get to the point, please.
All right. Well, Emma sent us your way.
Sales laughs.
Just get shut down by Carl. Fuck you.
And my car just looks down.
Oh my god.
As you can
happened
see,
before?
I've got my hands full right now. What can I do for you?
Emma sent us your way. She told us this would be the only place that we can find the lumber to repair our home. It's a bit out of the way, but
You and everybody else right about now. But yes, if you need
Yeah.
lumber, you're in the right spot.
we're mostly looking to discuss pricing, so we know how much we're gonna need.
Well, how much do you need? What kind of patch job do you need to do?
There's probably around what he looks at Zeos.
We need
3 6x6 holes.
Yeah,
Some window
back,
work.
yes.
18 square feet or so. Well, we've definitely got the product, but It's not going to be cheap right now. A lot of people out of house and home at the moment. I'll give you a lot for 100 gold pieces. But you got to haul it out of here.
Well,
are we in front of the water wheel right now?
Yep. It's just
And
kind
is
of
there,
like it's not moving at all. There's just dudes trying to cram like big sticks, just trying to push debris out of it.
big visible stuff? Like, is there a lot of stuff like jutting out of it?
Oh yeah, no, there's like bits of branches and trees that blew into the river and got sucked up into the wheel. You can see they have it set up so when logs are drifted down the river, there's like a gate kind of at the top that just like allows the water to flow through but stops any debris, like the logs themselves, from drifting into the water wheel instead of onto the conveyor belt where they want them. But it looks like some debris blew in either from that side of the river or stuff that just was in the ocean at the time and kind of got pushed upriver with the swell. But yes, there's a number of pieces jutting out of it.
Why don't you hold that price until after you see this? And I just take off running, hand up still.
What? It's not safe to be by the wheel without clearance. Oh,
And I
what the
jump
fuck is he doing?
Straight towards the wheel, arms
What the
out,
fuck are you doing?
and just little
I believe
bits
he's
of
going
white
to fix
fur
it.
start flying off me, and then in a puff of white fur, a giant wolf spider just... And I'm gonna go flying towards the wheel, jump right towards the first stick that I can find, and I just want to start like gnashing.
Roll me an attack, a bite attack. He looks at you guys. He just turned into a fucking spider.
Yes, he has a flair for the dramatic, but he's really good at what he does.
I thought he
He
was
does
gonna
a lot
jump
of weird
into the
shit.
wheel and try to kill himself. A 9.
Oh goodness, no.
It's your teeth are like not really sinking into it as good as you want, but you're trying. You're beginning to shred pieces out. He's gonna be at that all fucking day.
Yeah, I'm sure there's other ways we could probably prove useful.
Look, if you're willing to help, I'll give you a discount. We'll even help you haul the
Right,
wood to your home. I don't think anyone's
Uh,
using the wagon right now.
That
I'm more
would
than
be
happy to help.
appreciated.
Well,
And you-
you're free to assist your friend in whatever way you see fit. As you can, he kind of gestures to the wolf spider, just hacking at this chunks of wood in the wheel. There's a lot. Like, there is a lot of debris that has been sucked up into the mechanisms and the gears of this thing. He's beyond help, absolutely. How are you all assisting? We already have, there's going to be a group skill check. We have one failure from Ryan already. So how are you guys contributing?
But Coral, perhaps try pulling specifically on one piece instead of trying to break it.
I'm gonna try like
Wolf spider noises.
I'm gonna try and brace myself with the 4 back and with the 4 front hands. I'm gonna just try
Yes.
and hold it with my face and hands and just try and like pry. I'm gonna wiggle.
Your mandibles and spider legs easily. Okay, roll me a athletics check, or just strength, I guess, as the spider.
Up.
And you got advice, so we'll allow that to be a fresh
Spider.
check for you.
Yes.
Zehas and
Hey!
Dusty, how are you guys actually assisting? There you go. He starts fucking it. You're out of here. Oh no.
Young spider.
Are there broken gears and
Yes,
stuff like
and
that?
it does look like there's some like damage to the overall mechanisms inside and everything, just from pieces being jammed into them while the gears were still turning. Yes, there is very much damage to that.
I want to look
Yeah.
for leverage points. For them, because they're trying to pry it. So I'm just gonna look for leverage points for them to get into.
I'll give you my crowbar to use for that.
Okay. Are you going in with the crowbar yourself as well to help them, Dusty? Just so I understand. Or you can't just
Yeah, I'll help
pointing
them
out
where
spots.
I can.
Okay.
But I'm mostly pointing the spots.
All right. In that case, roll me just a straight perception check. Or investigation. Your choice. Don't care. It's hot in here. You managed to like pick out a few spots where they're like trying to pull on something, and you're like, it'd probably work better if you push. You yourself kind of climb down with the crowbar and help pry out some pieces. So you just succeeded, Zehas. As for the gears themselves, I'm assuming mending.
Yeah, so Both that, and I'm gonna take out my tinkering tools and do like actual physical
Okay.
repairs to the smaller bits that require more finesse.
The mending
Springs
is an
and shit.
automatic, easy success. Yeah, for the smaller pieces where you kind of have to like reaffix them and get them around certain things and everything, that's going to be your Tinkerer's tools using dexterity and your proficiency bonus.
Cool.
Mhm.
Add 2 to this.
Trash
17.
Panda, welcome in. Found food scraps. Oh, I do be leaving food scraps all around. Sleight of hand. That's your
Yes.
dex and proficiency right there.
That's just dex. I'm not proficient, so I just roll that. Add 2. 7.
You are proficient in Tinkerer's tool.
Yep.
Oh, so
I'm
add
not proficient in
add
sleight of
2 to
hand.
that. Okay, word.
Yeah.
17.
I can just roll stealth for that. I guess
Easily
that would
done.
be the right roll.
Yeah, I guess, or just do a d20 and tell me what we're adding to it. It's also fine.
Okay.
You kind of get down into the actual mechanisms of the wheel where the gears themselves turn and repair a few things there. Together with mending and your Tinkerer's tools, it's a fairly easy fix for you. And after about, I'd probably say an hour of work between all of you, just getting the pieces out, you manage to clear most of the entire water wheel and get it back up into working order. As you finish, you make your way back onto the platform. Justin, who was off kind of overseeing some other things, makes his way back. So it looks like you pulled it off. All that's left to see if we can get it started. He goes over to a what looks like a brake lever, kind of, just like a large lever sticking out of the ground, puts his weight onto it, and pulls. And as it does, you see the water wheel, the brake is loosened on it, and it just begins turning and creaking with a sickening creaking sound as it does so. But it does move, and you watch as the wheel itself goes. The conveyor has not been engaged, but it looks like everything is in working order. What's up, Morty? Welcome in. How you doing?
I cast WD-40.
Cast WD-40. There you go. Weather check. Exclamation point D100 in chat, please, Trash Panda. As you finish up.
It's gonna be a 97.
Please be another hurricane. It's exclamation point D100. As you finish
99.
up the job and he realizes everything's all in working order. Well, I'll be honest, I wasn't expecting much when you came in, but I'm rather impressed. I mean, it's already right after the hurricane, so there's still like thunderstorms in the distance. The rain is still falling heavily. The river is rushing.
What's happening today?
We're just rolling crazy high. The thunderstorm
Why?
seems to be like looping back around almost as like the hurricane itself, which has mostly dissipated, still has this somewhat circular motion, and you watch as the thunderstorm is kind of looping around the bay, and you see the like wall of rainfall just making its way back to you. I figured. Welcome in, Mango. How
You fingered?
I fingered.
Freddy got fingered.
As
Rusty
you
got
see
fingered.
Justin kind of look up. If you lads are going to be heading back to your house, you might want to leave in a bit of a hurry. I'll get the wagon all affixed. Make sure one of you brings it back tomorrow after the storm's done, okay?
Yes, of course. How much do we owe you now after this help?
After the help. Call it 20 gold and we'll call it even.
That I think we can
That's
do.
doable for me, yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'll pull it 10 gold.
Small price to pay to keep the company off my ass.
I got
Pull out another
5.
10.
Figured
Hey,
who, what, where,
never
why.
mind. My money's not good here.
You guys manage.
It's alright, dinner's on you, Vicor.
He takes your money.
Right.
It'll probably take a few minutes to get loaded up. If you want to stay inside out of the rain, feel free to do so. Be ready to go
That's
in a
fine,
few.
I don't mind helping with that as well.
Fair enough. You can find your wood out front. He kind of gestures, and you already see people beginning to gather some lumber and pile it onto this wagon while someone else hitches this rather large shire horse to it. Just massive creature. Gets hooked up to the wagon and feeds them an apple as they're doing so. And in a matter of about 20-30 minutes or so, you manage to get all of your lumber loaded up onto the vehicle. And you have yourself an entire wagon full of wood. Is there anything else you're gonna look to do in town, or any other materials you're looking to buy while you're here? That was a good horse.
When I went through the workshop, did I find any nails or anything like that?
Oh yeah, plenty.
Okay, like enough to do this repair.
Oh, probably, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
and if not, I can make some.
Yeah. Easily done.
Probably not then.
Okay.
Yeah, there was all sorts of tools and shit there. We're good.
All right, sounds good to me. You guys get all loaded back up on the cart. My only question now, there is room for all three of you to ride on it. Two can ride in the driver's seat, and one can either sit on the back in the sit on the lumber pile, or just sit with their feet dangling off the back. Doesn't matter to me. I just need to know who is going to be driving the carriage.
Horses
I've been
get
a
kind of
horse
spooked
before.
around me.
I've been a horse before. It might work. It might translate. It could.
Sounds like you're the one for the job then.
Let's
I'll,
see if this works.
I'll sit beside you and I'll navigate if we need.
Smart man. Cat
Okay.
man. Cat man.
Fair
Tabaxi, but yeah.
Just backseat, but yeah.
Right.
I'm gonna
All right.
put my crampons on for better grip in the back of the cart.
Fair enough.
You're getting disaster ready. I love it.
Fair enough. Yeah. No. You guys get all loaded up and begin making your way out of the town. I need you to roll me a vehicle check. So you're not proficient in land vehicles. So I'm just gonna have you roll an animal handling to control the horse as you try to whip it and get it
Beautiful.
up to speed. Go ahead and roll your animal handling.
Up. Yes.
Natural 20. You kind of go up
I've
to
been
the
a horse before.
You go up to the horse and you're like, I've been you before. It's fine. You put your hand kind of on its forehead and give it a light pet. You pet its jowls a little bit. And you kind of make your way on. You grab the reins and you just give it a nice little quick snap, and the horse just immediately follows your command, and you begin moving down the somewhat soft road here. As you know, it is made of just
Zahelu.
it's basically just wooden logs that have been lined up close together to make a road that have since rotted, and it's kind of this mix of like wood particles mixed with mud and dirt and stone. It's not the best road, but you are able to move on it. And as you kind of lurch forward on the wagon, a lot of you begin making your way toward your house north of Fort Mistmere. As you do, you kind of pull out the front gate of the town, making your way up the road just as the thunderstorm rolls back over you guys, and you are pelted with rain just head to toe. The lightning cracks above you along with the thunder that follows, but it seems like the hurricane is not about to restart again, but you're definitely catching the remnants. It makes the travel time a lot slower. A lot of the road has turned to mud. I'm gonna need one more check. This one's not animal handling. This one is going to be just straight up dexterity, and that's all. No proficiency or anything. This is just to maneuver both the horse and the wagon in ways that it's a few times you're still gonna make it, but a few times along the way you get stuck in like a muddy rut, and together you have to get off and kind of help try to push it and get it out of the rut, and use the crowbar to pry the back up a little bit and get it to continue moving, but eventually you do kind of settle into a nice pace.
We need widow boards.
It is a lot slower, but around midday you come to this narrow bridge that you've crossed a few times going back and forth to your home, and somewhat narrow but deep ravine running underneath this bridge and falling off the edge of the cliffs into a waterfall. And I need one of you to roll me a d4, please. Your old Dukes of Hazzard. Yeehaw! Who's rolling the d4?
I can handle it.
Someone
There
need
you
to
go.
do it.
I'll handle it.
Do it.
We're all afraid to roll.
Yeah, you should be. Okay. So as you're kind of approaching the bridge, you see just towards the end of it, just still half on the bridge, half off, a wagon with one tire that appears to have broken off the axle, and the carriage itself, which appears to be carrying a decent amount of goods as well, is kind of like at an angle where that part of the axle is now hitting the ground. It appears to be pretty severely broken, like the wheel itself has a crack and is missing an entire section of it. You see the axle has bent and broken as well, and you see a man trying to, like, he's examining the damage while what appears to be a young woman is watering a horse in the ravine.
How deep is this ravine?
It's hard to tell from here, but it is pretty fast moving and probably a couple feet deep. Just deep enough you couldn't get a cart through it, so they had to build a bridge.
Yeah.
But it's like it only drops like half a foot from the shoreline or whatever.
Gotcha. The bridge is still in fine shape, right?
The bridge is fine. It looks like as it was coming over this side, it like hit a bump coming down off the bridge and just completely destroyed it. But he's kind of standing there, and they notice you approach. And as they do, he's just, oh, thank Christ. We've run into a bit of a problem. I don't suppose you'll ought to be able to help. It's not like he can get across without us moving first.
I mean, we're able to help. I'll see why we couldn't stop to help you.
Please,
I mean,
yes.
We do kind of have to, but
That's true.
These
doesn't
things
seem
happen.
like too much out of our.
These
our
things definitely happen. I want you all to roll me an insight check, please.
Oh dear.
The 16. Vite Carl, you kind of pick up on it. He seems nervous. You notice the woman who's watering the horse is kind of not making eye contact. She has a bit of a tense posture to her body. The horse seems completely nonchalant and is just enjoying a drink from the river, but both individuals seem to have a little bit of an air of nervousness about them. You're not
Really,
sure
the
why.
horse is the mastermind.
Maybe they're running late. You don't know.
Okay.
But yeah, if you don't mind just hopping off your wagon there and giving me a bit of assistance, it would be great. I'd really appreciate it if we could get on our way sooner than later.
For sure. Please show us what we need to do. And as soon as they turn around, I'd like to just give Dusty a little smack and then just do the.
Feel a tap and get the eyes on motion from Vite Carl.
I do it 3 times, and the one to the horse is particularly.
We don't trust horses here.
He's too calm.
I'm rather useless in these scenarios. You're much better at handling this, Xechas. So I'll just take my time right here, and I'm gonna specifically grab my rifle now and put it closer to me.
Okay. Are you staying on the wagon?
Okay.
I'm still sitting in the side.
Okay, still on the driver's seat. Sounds good.
I can help. Do you need a human jack? I can lift this thing up.
Yeah, just hop on out your wagon and give us a hand here. That'd be great.
Do I pick up now that these two are sus on?
I mean, you see
my
Vite Carl
compatriots are sus on them.
You see Vite Carl do the tap to Dusty and the quick eye thing, but you don't have any context beyond that.
You need me to lift that cart to properly fix it, right, Xechas?
Oh, yes, that seems to be the only way to get the wheel back on, at least.
Brilliant idea. And my shoulders just, and then in a puff of white fur, I just become a giant ape as I climb off the cart.
Oh, good idea.
Ooh.
I'll start walking towards the cart.
The
in front of the
man,
giant
as
ape.
you do that, eyes immediately go wide. He's just,
and then I
he's
bow as the monkey,
dumbfounded.
just like.
To lift the cart.
Hand up, same.
By all means. He goes and stands down next to his wife, and they kind of quickly exchange a look, which now, as you're all kind of been made aware of, is kind of like things are okay. What's up, Dusty?
I'd like to say, I'm keeping my eye on them as they're moving about, but mostly trying to keep my eye on the surrounding woods.
Roll me a perception check, please. So how are you just gonna... What are you doing, Ape Vite Carl? How are you helping them?
After a little bow, I do a little walk forward with the hand. Other hand's gonna go under the cart and just one-handed.
Okay, roll me an athletics check for your giant ape. The giant red ass that he waves around conspicuously. Absolutely. Okay, so we're just gonna wait till Vite Carl's ape roll comes in. Okay.
Monkey strength.
So as Ape goes over and puts his hand under the carriage and lifts it, you see the axle just stays at an angle, like it's completely broken off and just barely attached in the middle anymore. So there's not really anywhere to affix the wheel, but you begin pulling the actual cart along with you, just on the 3 wheels, holding it from the corner, moving it forward ever so slightly. Dusty, as you're watching that happen, unfold, you do see a little bit of movement happening in the trees to your west, both on this side of the river or creek or ravine, I guess more accurately, and on the other side.
Well, it seems like we got some company around here. Creeping in the forest is a weird way to get about.
Ooh.
They both just look completely dumbfounded. You notice the fear now becoming completely palpable, and then out of the forest, from around over here on that side of the river, you hear a voice.
Well, I thought my boys were better at hiding than that. I guess I was wrong. Alright, boys, come out, let's show them what we got.
And an entire horde of goblins begins walking their way out of the forest. Dozens of them. Well, maybe not dozens, about a dozen of them. More accurately. Where's Buddy? I need my GM screen. Whee!
Why does he sound like Ryan?
Oh,
A bunch of little mini Ryans come out of the forest.
all dancing.
Move that guy to a token. Move that guy to a token.
On the taste of your lips, I'm on a ride.
God damn it.
Really well choreographed. Damn. Can't even hate
I
him.
need you all to be...
I'm toxic.
Mhm.
I'm toxic.
Oh god, they're singing. I hate that.
Oh god, they're singing.
They're singing.
Oh no, they're singing. So this rather ornately decorated goblin comes walking out of the forest, just kind of very casually with his arms crossed, looking a little disappointed at all this has gone down. Sees the giant ape moving the carriage, and kind of just raises his arm and points around.
Just look around for a second. You're a little outnumbered here. Just look around.
And you do see you're very much outnumbered at this place and time.
I'll tell you what. Make you the same deal I made those idiots.
And he points to the 2 individuals by the horse now, who are just holding themselves in fear, trying to gift advantage. Nice, thank you, Insomnia. They're just absolute terror frozen on their face.
You give us everything you got, and we'll let you go. Maybe we'll only take a couple of fingers, just as a little payment. What do you
I
say?
don't know about that.
You really
You
want to
see-
roll the dice here?
Have you ever felt what hot steel feels like as it travels through you at over 100 miles per hour?
Have you ever felt what a goblin arrow dipped in shit will do to your bloodstream?
Nah, but I think I'll take my chances.
Good, you're about to.
And at that point, we are going to take our break, and we're going to come back to this goblin combat when we get back.
Please send that
I've got
as
it.
a YouTube clip. That right there.
Man doesn't even let
Hi,
me
YouTube.
banter. He's like, I'm gonna take my fucking chances, and we're just in it. We're just in it.
You want?
totally
Oh,
fair.
you want a finger? Here's a finger for you.
Fair enough. All right, we're gonna take our break at that point, y'all. We'll be back in 10 minutes. We're gonna run an ad, and do all that shit. So if you need to go, hit the bathroom, do any of that, grab yourself a coffee. Feel free, y'all. We'll be back in 5 minutes. Won't be long. And we're back, everybody. I just need to finish marking these dudes with little red dots.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes it's hard for me to see where
Yeah.
everything is on the maps because I look at them from so far away. So
I know me.
what I'd really want is someone to just control the Roll20 for me and then zoom in when we need to on the stream, like a cameraman. We need a lackey. We need a
producer.
What's up, Nomi? God, I love that
intern.
emote. That is my favorite emote on Twitch. I want to see that in big form. It's just a man eating a sausage. It makes me so very happy. I'm so happy.
Wild.
God damn, it's good. We appreciate you guys being here. Thanks for coming to hang out. Everyone who's in chat, y'all are the best. We appreciate you so very much. I hope you're enjoying the campaign. I know we've been enjoying running it for you guys. It's been a super fun time. So, where we left off before the break, for anyone who's just joining us, the goblin, well, there was a broken carriage, which now appears to have been broken intentionally to trip up some more people on the road. A goblin emerged from the forest along with a small force of his kin and began trying to negotiate with the party, convincing them to leave all of their stuff behind with them in exchange for their lives. However, Dusty was not in the mood for negotiating today and instead offered to shoot them. The goblins in turn offered to shoot you back with arrows dipped in goblin feces, because that's just how they do. Apparently, we're just shit talking, literally. And a combat has just begun. We are going to jump right in. We've rolled initiative. I might need to make like a window for the initiative order so stream can see those. I'm feeling like that would be a cool thing to have.
Oh yeah.
Just like an initiative order window in the overlay, maybe to this side. That could work.
Ooh,
Sorry.
Yeah.
I had an inspirations. Welcome in,
Brain
Sophia.
blast.
How you doing? Hope y'all are having a good one. Let's
See, look, all the D20s low, all the D100s high.
Yeah, we're having weird rolls today. It's been very, very strange. Ryan, you have disadvantage from Nerd Holla. If
Super
wow,
Sophie.
I have 2 disadvantages. I should have used them on the initiative rolls, but I didn't want to use them off stream because that felt like a dick move. That being said, as this small little bit of banter back and forth occurs, and it seems that Dusty is more interested in a fight than negotiation, the goblin raises his hand. He says, "All right, boys, show them what we got." And as he says so, a number begin emerging from the forest on your side of the river, as 3 appear on the behind the rocks on their side of the river, with bows all aimed and ready at you. However, Dusty, clearly already ready for a fight, has his musket in hand and is going to start us off. Go ahead, you are first in the initiative order. What would you like to do?
He's gonna hop down from his perch here.
Okay.
That's 5. And he's gonna move to about here.
Yeah, there is cover, all those rocks and stumps and everything that can be used as cover as well. Feel free to take that into consideration. We're gonna zoom in on Dusty.
Can I move through the...
Yes, it's just difficult terrain because it is fast moving and it's about
Okay, so
probably
that was-
2 feet deep
Okay.
at its deepest. So it's just like that 10 feet or so is reduced speed.
If you'll let me, I'd probably go to about here instead.
Okay. Yep, easily.
Mostly because he doesn't want the commoners in the way. And
Oh,
he's
yeah,
gonna
they-
take aim at the boy, the fancy one.
Oh, the leader? Okay.
Yeah.
I
I'm
love
gonna use
that.
my advantage here
Okay. Go ahead.
as I take aim.
You do have advantage from, I don't even remember at this point, Insomnia? I have 2 disadvantages, that's all I know, because y'all just want to fuck me. What's up, Stronghold
Double
D&D?
21.
Oh my.
Double 21.
That will hit. That will definitely hit.
We're gonna do 11 piercing.
Perfect. All right. As he's like, he looks back and he hits the call of, "Boys, show him what we got!" And turns back to see you just half kneeling, aiming your musket at him and pulling the trigger as he's like half thrown back as your shot hits him in the chest. Damn. That was good. Nice roll. He takes the shot and he turns back to look at you, and for a brief moment you see just a flash of surprise on his eyes. He wasn't really expecting people to fight back. He thought he had you guys by the short and curlies, which, like, looking around, you do see a startling number of goblin and still a little movement in the trees behind those ones. Like, there's a lot going on here.
As the shot rings out and he gets hit and he looks back, we didn't have to do this, but this is what you want.
He just grits his teeth at you. It just seems a little on the angry side. Anything else you want to do with your turn? Any bonus action or anything like that?
Yeah, I think next I'm going to cast Hail of Thorns as when I'm loading my next shot up. I instead pop out one of the balls that have the spiky thorns around it.
It's slightly engraved with this spiky vine
throw
pattern.
It down and get prepared to launch that next.
Okay, sounds good.
Then probably just take the rest of my movement back where I was earlier.
There's a child running around upstairs. There was a child.
That'll be it.
That'll be it. His turn is next. Ugh. He wasn't very happy with that, so he's going to... Look, there's a giant ape over there, too. He's not overly happy about that.
Fair.
Can see my stream deck. He's going to... I was not expecting you to just shoot him in the face. I should have, because you're American. I should have known better.
I'm American and I have a gun.
I'm
prepared to use it.
Okay, as you fucking unleash a shot into his goddamn chest cavity, he's going to run and sprint behind the rocks over here, and take cover, because that was not fun for him. Immediate fear takes over on that one. He was taken completely off guard, and is going to spend his turn just running and ducking for cover behind these rocks. So he kind of disappears from your line of sight. Next up, who do we got? There's so many goddamn people on this map. There's so many. There's supposed to be a strong arming between the hurricane and your happy trigger finger. I swear to God.
Expect the unexpected.
You guys,
Oh my God. That was hilarious. There was a goddamn hurricane. So many Ryans on the map. There's a ton. There's a lot. There's a lot of goblins. Oh shit. That was the wrong dude I moved. Oh God.
I said it before we left the house.
It's fine. I'm gonna skip that guy's turn. This guy is...
The call is coming from inside the house.
Oh my God. He's gonna move 20 feet. What's the range like for this dude? 80 feet. What can he hit in 80 feet? He's happy to take pot. Oh, perfect. He's like, comes out from behind the rock, sizes up what targets are available, just pulls back his short bow and fires. He's gonna aim straight for the dude. We didn't do a very convincing job of getting you all off the cart. Fire! 13 to hit a commoner with no armor. It's gonna fucking hit.
Yeah.
So as he, like, the battle begins, you see him go over to who appears to be his wife. He's talking to her. He says, "You gotta go find cover." An arrow just right through the back of his throat, and he collapses onto the ground next to her. She screams as she looks down at him, dying in the mud. Fuck. Yep, and he's just gonna use his last 10 feet to go back behind cover. I already did that guy's turn. Commoner's dead. The commoner is unfortunately dead, but his wife gets a turn. She is going to go and run under the bridge. And she hides under the bridge. That is where she's at. I'm gonna put her over here. Yeah, no, well, she just watched her husband die. So she just goes and crawls under the supports of the bridge, kind of tucks up underneath and gets as much cover as she can. I'm just gonna add her to the map layer now, so I don't keep clicking on her by accident. You've become part of the world.
Part of the ship, part of the crew.
Part of the crew, part of the
both
bridge.
said the same thing at the same
Part
time.
of the
That was
ship, part of the
weird.
bridge. It happens.
Where is the thump thump?
Other goblin. Gonna go 15 feet out around the rock. I'm pretty sure there's a giant ape within 80 feet of him. Yes, there is. Giant ape man. Short bow. 11 to hit. I believe that is a miss. For the giant ape. I'm pretty sure you have more dexterity than that.
Sorry.
I'm gonna go
Yeah,
on a limb and
12.
assume. Yeah, I figured. So as you see the woman just dive for cover under the bridge, as you bring your attention back to the events going on that side of the river, an arrow just thunk into the wood next to you on the bridge, kind of right into the railing, missing you, but not by much. Just a couple inches higher than that would have found. It's Mark. Xechas, you're up. Chaos just begins unfolding around you. Man dies in the river next to you. What are you doing?
Just grit my teeth. Hate goblins. Can I take cover within the wreckage of this cart from
absolutely.
these guys down here?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Absolutely.
So I'm gonna
I'd say you
do
have,
that.
3/4 cover from the dudes over here, but there's
Not from this guy.
Still a guy over here. I would say you have probably half cover from him between the bridge and the broken ass cart.
Okay.
Imagine hating
see
goblins.
here.
Racist.
Does this one up to the top left look like a co-leader type of thing? A little more
No,
beefcake?
you see definitely the leader, and then
Yeah.
the 3 individuals that you noticed behind the rock when the fight started before they all took cover were all appeared to be archers of some kind.
Okay. Yeah, I don't like those archers. I'm gonna pop up and shoot a firebolt.
Firebolt!
At this guy.
Okay, go
Yeah.
for it. Alright, we're gonna zoom in so people can actually see. Fighting off for the
13?
dance. We love a dance battle. To hit the sniper, unfortunately, that's gonna be a no. Gotta beat a 14 for them. So as you fire off your firebolt, it just off the rock next to it as it kind of dodges out of the way. Do not find contact with that one.
Darn. Okay, I'm gonna crouch back down and I'm going to cast Sanctuary on myself.
Okay, easily done.
And
anyone who attacks you needs to make a
crouch
DC
down.
13 save. Yes, okay.
Wisdom save, yeah.
Easy,
Yathnal's crouch back down, take my good cover.
Yep, 3/4.
Actually, you know what?
Hmm.
I'm gonna like go. I'm gonna lie down on my belly. I'm gonna go prone.
Okay, so you have
In the
full
wreckage.
cover. Full cover from the guys over there, and then the dude over here, you have 3/4, and he's at disadvantage.
Good.
Sounds good. That'll be it for him. There's so many motherfucking dudes on this map. This one's down here. Okay. I mean, literally, all they can do... come running toward... Ooh, 60 feet of movement. Yes, please. Dusty, you see goblins beginning to sprint towards you. As you kind of take cover in the river. This one is going to go up to the horse.
No!
No, he's not going to kill the horse. He's going to go 30 feet. Instead of 35, he's going to go 30 feet to the edge of the bridge. That appears to be an actual warrior, not a commoner. He is going to pull out his short bow and fire an arrow towards the monkey. 17 to hit you, Ryan.
Yep.
You take 4 points of piercing damage. I need you to roll me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh shit. And
As you're kind of focusing your attention on the archers on the other side of the river that are currently murdering a villager and attacking your friend, you feel a sharp pain in your back, and you, oh, okay. Oof. Oh.
Dysentery.
Okay. So dysentery, and you have the shits now. No, as you feel the arrow just pierce your thick, great ape hide, you can try to shake off the pain, and you just feel a burning sensation as you take 4 points of poison damage from the befouled arrow tip making its way into your bloodstream.
Damage.
oh
That-
god,
That'll be his turn.
I'm in the poo stream.
The ones back here who appear to have their hands tied behind their back because all I had was goblin prisoner for commoners, it's just what I had, definitely appear to be less armored and set up than the other ones. They appear to kind of just be going in with whatever they have on them, whereas these two appear to be more trained and better equipped for the situation. That being said, 30 feet. And he's gonna dash to the monkey. And he's gonna just tuck in between you guys, but that's his whole turn. Next up we have one more archer back here. Yeah. He's gonna run out. Don't think he can really move up one more and use his whole movement. Fuck it. Don't think he can hit you guys from where he's at. No. Not even a little bit.
Dang.
No, oh, I mean, he could shoot at disadvantage. He doesn't really see Xechas, but there's a big monkey. I'd say he's at half cover, so he's just gonna take a pot shot at you.
Yeah.
Disadvantage. How do I do that on this one again? Is it control?
Hold control. Yeah.
Control. Short bow. 13's not gonna hit you with the cover behind. Not with the cover behind the cart. Your AC is 12.
I get an extra?
Yeah, no, it's like covering the lower half of your body, and he's at disadvantage, so yeah, you'd have 14 AC currently.
Oh, thank God.
Another arrow just thunk into the wood right next to you and kind of just twangs itself there as it dissipates its momentum. That'll be it for him. Giant monkey, what do you got?
I'm good.
What do you
Giant
got for me?
monkey's just kind of looking around like a sweet simpleton, just
No, not a simpleton.
And then he sees the little goblin rush up, and he's just gonna start stomping him with his hands. Gonna go ahead. First one, disadvantage because I love you, nerd holla. Up, and it's probably not gonna happen anyway. Let's go ahead and do that again, just because it's for posterity.
I mean,
okay, even lower.
14 to hit on a goblin commoner.
7.
They have AC
It
of
was a
10. He has an
7.
AC of 10. Oh, the fish said 14.
Yeah, because disadvantage because nerd holla.
Oh, that's true. My bad.
The sweet, beautiful nerd holla.
You're welcome.
But I do get multi-attack, so let's go try that one more time.
As you slam your hands down towards it, it just narrowly jumps out of the way. Go ahead and roll your next one.
Ah!
Oh.
A little extra damage on there.
With the way what's the max damage? Just the dice. Like, what's the
It
dice
does
for?
that automatically there.
Yeah,
It's
we ignore that. We do our
D6.
own. It's a D6. That's
Yeah,
it.
so that
Okay,
would've
so
been-
it's a max D6, and then roll another D6 now,
Whoop.
and add your bonus to it.
And I'm just doing it here. Boop.
Scoot. So as this goblin runs onto the bridge with this small club ready to start bludgeoning you two, you turn towards it and slam down once, missing as you do so. And then as you ready yourself for the second time, you hammer fist down and watch as the goblin turns into like a thick paste, but also like gets pounded through the wood of the bridge, creating like a small 2-foot width hole in the bridge where you have just slammed its body through the kind of old, somewhat rotted wood.
I just see the lady
Careful,
in
we
there.
still need
and
to
I
get
just-
across the bridge.
The lady just, uh-oh.
You just hear "Ah!" as there's a pair of feet just break through the bridge beneath. Okay. Any movement?
And in my head, it's just, hello, nice lady. Ooh. And then you just see the monkey kind of like puff up with some white fur and a little bit of green sparkle as I'm going to do the battle form healing on me. Pop. And
Sounds
that's me.
good. Sounds good. All right, next up, we have another goblin commoner coming to the party. I mean, really all they got is to run.
It's like when Spurt the Kobold died in
Literally.
Season 2 Critical Role.
Literally that. This one's just
I
gonna
had a
run
second of airtime and
right onto the bridge as well. Same with this dude, who I believe is up right now with his shitty dexterity. He's just gonna go, 60 total feet. He's gonna go to there. That'll be it for them. Dusty, your turn's up. You kind of like look up from taking your shot, and as you look to your left, you see just a swarm of goblins coming around your carriage. Your horse is beginning to panic as well, as no one is currently tending to it. It's beginning to freak out quite a bit.
Can't have that. He's gonna look toward the goblins behind him and kind of do this.
Mm-hmm.
Just give him a little mini salute,
Mm-hmm.
and then he's gonna crouch down, and he's gonna use feline agility, doubling his movement. And that's what 10 feet because of difficult terrain, 20 feet because of difficult terrain, or 20 feet.
Yes.
And 40 feet.
No,
He's
I
going
guess-
straight up to this bitch up
Just-
here.
Wait, what? Oh, that bitch. Okay, got it.
Boom.
Oh man,
He's gonna level the
going
gun again at him.
He's going deep. Combat wild
And he
shape
go-
rolled a 1. Nice one, fight Carl. Well done.
He's gonna try to fire.
You're shooting
for
at
the
the leader.
best.
You're at the leader again.
Yeah.
You're fucking hunting his ass. I love it. I love it. I wish I could have found. Oh.
That was close. That was close to a misfire.
Unfortunately, it was it.
That was close.
Oh, it was
yeah,
a
it's
5.
That's 3 to 4.
Yeah, because in the rain, it's a 3 to 4. Oh fuck. So as you kind of run forward, the rain falling heavily around you, soaking your fur, even with your hood up, your face is just dripping. You raise the musket and fire, and you see just a it kind of skip off the rock next to him, and you miss your target. He looks over at you, fury in his eyes.
You're gonna have to do better than that, pussy.
Oh, don't worry. You're the first one I'm killing, bud. The rest of them don't matter to me. You're the target.
Okay. Is that your turn?
Yeah, that's all I can do for now.
Okay, sounds good. He's kind of fed up with you chasing him down, so he's gonna run up to your persons. And is going to take 2 of his scimitar attacks against you as he runs forward, just drawing his scimitar out, coming in with 2 fairly wild strikes at this point. 17 to hit.
Hits.
You take 3 points of slashing damage. And he swings another one. 16.
Hits.
You take 6 points of slashing damage. As the first strike kind of glances across your leg, he brings it over for the second one. It catches you just at the hip, digging deep, and you feel the blade hitting the bone of your pelvis as he yanks it back over, and you look as this rusty blade just drips with every little bit of your blood on it. He is right up in your face. That will be his turn.
Oh, so you can fight. You're not just a coward, huh?
He already did his banter this turn. He's gonna have to wait. Pussy was all I got. That was all I had.
Pussy.
Pussy.
More than enough. More than enough.
I just know I've done well when I hear Ryan
God bless you.
cackle in the fucking background. Well, that goblin's just gonna come up and take a shot at you.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah. That's an 8 or 20.
That
You
hits.
take 8 points piercing damage. I need to roll me a Constitution saving throw, please. Shit, Arrow, you asked for this.
Yeah.
You asked for this. You could have given up all your wood. Figured it out. 6.
No,
Ooh.
no, because one of my possessions
Ooh.
is the egg. I cannot give that up.
Bro.
I'm unconscious.
Oh!
Oh no. Oh.
I took
Yeah, you ran in there.
19 points.
You
again.
ran the fuck in there and just sent it, and I respect that about you.
I'm trying to kill the little bastard.
I mean, you did good. He's not doing great, but damn. Next up
If he
is gonna
dies, the
be-
rest of them probably run. It was his thinking, Dusty's.
That's fair. No, your reasoning is sound. This one is just going to... Oh, this guy's got turned to paste. He's dead. He only has a club. Never mind, I can't even attack that. That's not even a ranged attack. Ignore that completely. He just runs forward. He's going to use his dash to get right up to you guys. Because he doesn't have a ranged weapon. Who's next? The civilian. The horse is just gonna fucking take off. He's out. He's out of here. He's going this way.
See ya.
The goblins kind of just ignore him at that point. Next up is the sniper. He's gonna step forward and take a shot at the monkey.
Stone's endurance.
So that's true. 6 plus 9. Oh.
I don't even think that'll matter.
You take 15
Um,
points of damage. I need you to roll me a Constitution saving throw, please.
15. Okay, wait. 15 minus this. 10. Oh, thank fuck. Okay.
You're still, are you out of your monkey form?
No, yet.
Oh, okay. What's the 5 for?
Stone's endurance.
Oh? Refresh my memory
Whenever
on
I
that
get,
one.
whenever I take damage, I use a reaction to reduce it by D12.
Sounds good. Yep.
Up. So
So reduced by
down.
5.
I just gotta stay in spider form now. Con save. Up.
Yeah, 15 reduced by
And-
5 is 10, and then con save. So you take 10 points of piercing damage. Ooh, and an 11 succeeds on the poison, so you take no points of poison damage whatsoever. Well done. Well done. But you feel, yet again, another arrow just pierce into you from afar this time. Kind of just now protruding from your upper arm, kind of by your collarbone. Sticking a few inches out, and you see this kind of nasty substance around the wound already. It's kind of looking nasty. Xechas, you're up. You see Dusty go down pretty quick as he takes a number of hits, both from the goblin attacking him and the archer over this way.
Oh, good. I'm gonna get up. Use half movement to get up. And then I'm gonna use the dash action, and I'm gonna get all the way up to him.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's gonna be it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just gonna stand in front of him, in front of the goblin, just stare at him.
Fair enough. Respect.
Angrily.
Down.
Next up's this guy. He's gonna run over to the giant ape. He kind of has to go. Ugh. He can't fucking make it to you. And he's gonna dash, get close. So that's his turn. Next up is this dude who is now completely blocked in. He's going to go 10 feet there. And 10 feet there. So he just stops right there. He goes down into the river. He's going to swing at you through like the frame of the bridge, just kind of from underneath, as it's like the railing has spaces in it. He's going to be at disadvantage for it though, because he is currently almost waist deep in water. Ooh. Oh, your boy's cooking today. You take 2 whole points of piercing damage as you feel just a sword just jam into the back of your calf. You look down and see a goblin staring up at you, kind of jamming his sword through the space. Stabbing ace. It's you guys can already tell that it's starting to look not great, and things are not really going your way at this point. But you're doing okay. Next up, we have this fellow who's going to run forward and take a shot at Xechas.
If he succeeds on a DC 13 Wisdom saving throw.
That is true. That is true. Wisdom. He does
He's
not.
going to want to.
He wants to so bad. You see him
So
walk
bad.
up, pull out his bow, stretch it back as far as he can, his little hand shaking, and he just can't seem to get a good shot on you, and he's kind of slams his hands down. Fucking gotta love Sanctuary. Monk Coral, you're up. What are you doing? You currently are surrounded by goblins, who you know are quite squishy, but they're fairly dangerous in large groups.
But they're very wily. Alrighty, I'm gonna go ahead and swing down on the one that is right in front of me there. This guy right here.
That guy? Okay.
He's
The more buff-looking of
And-
the two?
get it. Come on, monkey. First
That
fist.
one,
Go.
oh no, that one's the last. Right, the other one.
Yeah, well, the other one got smashed already. Oh,
Up.
that
7
will,
damage.
that will hit. He does not currently have his shield equipped. He was using his bow.
Flop.
So he's just kind of standing there now with his short sword out ready. Hasn't equipped his shield or thrown his shield on, so you just slam your hands down. Okay. As you turn yet another goblin into paste, your fists kind of connect with it, and you feel it kind of just bend unnaturally underneath the pressure of your strike, and you watch as underneath this mangled goblin corpse is just kind of sitting there. I get, oh, thanks, babe. I appreciate you.
Aw,
I got advantage.
Pull up, there's a head, 2 arms, and 2 legs, and then just a
Just
crater.
nothing in the middle. Yeah, literally. Hell yeah, someone might die because of that, but I love you.
And it's the guy adjacent to me, right? This guy here, is he still kicking?
Oh yeah. I just delete the ones who die, and then we'll collectively
make my
loot.
after looking at my fist. I kind of do like a little.
Yeah, there's
and
like
then just
goo, some brain matter, just a single punch. Okay, I love it. I love it.
Ooh, there we go.
Ooh,
Much better.
Why the angry face? I said I love you, damn dude. 20 hits, definitely. Same deal.
And just this time it's just. I move my head and my monkey fist replaces his head.
Yeah, the head's just gone. The body's kind of like and then falls and crumples to the ground. Okay, looking
It's like
better.
the scene in the Warhammer episode of Secret Level.
Yes.
Literally. Is that your turn? You got movement? Anything you want to do? That was hilarious. Thanks, babe.
Is River Buddy within? Would he slap at my ankles?
He's like adjacent enough. I guess he would have technically moved under there.
He'd be right there.
He
right?
is.
So
He is
I'll-
in range. Yes.
I just kind of like turn King Kong style and just real slowly, and I'm looking at him, and the same green sparkle kind of comes up, and I fluff up my monkey fur, and I heal myself again, hopefully for more than one. But that's me.
He kind of looks up at this giant ape now looking down at him. And then you see him look under the bridge
Oh shit!
and notice the woman under there. And he looks up at you and just smiles wickedly towards you. Artificer, shoot for the moon. Even if you miss, you'll land among the stars. You have an inspiration from Rusty Xechas.
Thanks.
So you now you can get one reroll of your choosing. Next
Love
up
it, love
in
it.
the order, this guy's gonna run forward and just take a schmack at you with his fucking shitty little club. 17 to hit you. I believe that hits the ape, and he did 0.
Yeah, I sure do.
He rolled a 1, so he did 0 damage because he's a commoner.
-1.
This is just like part of the horde. So he runs up, and you just feel like a bonk on your kneecap, and you look down, and there's a goblin that's just like hitting you uselessly on the fucking knee.
Just scratching my ass.
Yeah,
It's
he
the
just
first time in 4 years of playing D&D I've legit seen
I've never
an
seen
actual hit for 0.
just
Oh my
starts
god.
17.
wailing on
0
you
damage.
completely. That was amazing. Oh my god, I hate that.
Ooh.
That's hilarious. Next up,
It's the funniest thing of all time. Oh my
this
god.
fucking guy. Can you get over here? He can. Okay, 30 feet. Same deal.
Oh
He's gonna
my
bonk you with
God.
his club.
Again? No way.
Doesn't matter. Just bonk. Just not making
Monkey
any
too
contact.
big,
You just
monkey
hear the
too
sound
strong.
of like shitty wood, like old rotten club, just bouncing off of your body. Oh my god. What the fuck? What the fuck? Dusty, roll me a death saving
Listen,
throw,
I
please.
may fucking die, but that is peak.
That was amazing.
Crying.
I'm so glad that happened. Roll me a
The
death
monkey
save.
lives because of 0 rolls.
Roll.
You
Oh,
get
Oh,
one
nice
death save
roll.
success. That's one
fucking away
baby.
from standing up.
Oh, that's true.
One away.
One
I
away
would've
from
put
the
my
nat
barrel
20.
into this goblin's nuts and shot him.
Squeaky hammers, we love it. Okay, so you succeed your first death save. Oh my god. Okay, next up is the goblin boss, who is now going to turn his attention to Xechas. He wisdom saving throw. He looks up at you with his dagger, and he goes to stab it at you, and as he gets a few inches away, he just stops and is unable to focus enough to hit you, because Sanctuary. God fuck.
I don't
That's-
even flinch.
That was clutch. Yeah, as the blade stops like 3 inches from your face, as he's pointing it up as tall as he can reach towards you. Unable to find contact. This guy.
Push it down.
Same deal. The sniper is gonna go. Actually, you know what? He's gonna bonus action disengage and run as he can. He's gonna go back here and hide as he can. The sniper's gonna just take a pot shot at you if he succeeds his wisdom save. Which he does with a nat 20. Let's go. 18 to hit you.
That is my AC.
Ooh, you take 9 points of piercing damage. Roll me a constitution saving throw, please.
Is it for poison?
It is. Yes, you are immune to shit
No, I have
arrows.
advantage.
You have advantage against shit arrows. Yes, yes, yes.
Right, you're a
Yes,
cyborg.
yes, yes.
He
yes,
is poo resistant.
You are shit resist. Love that.
12?
12 is enough. Yeah, it's a 10. It's not a very high.
Oh, 12.
Love that.
I
Love
wish I was shit
that.
resistant. I'd still be standing.
You're not. Next up
I have
is
shit immunity.
the woman under the bridge who's gonna see the goblin looking at
Come on,
her.
Fight for yourself. Strong, independent woman who don't need no man.
Yeah, she's gonna see the goblin
Punch that goblin in
currently
the face.
fucking eyeing her down, and she's not gonna like that very much. So she's going to just kind of kick towards. It says club, but it's her foot. Let's go. It's a 9. She doesn't hit. She kicks towards it, and it like hits it, and it kind of shakes it up, and focuses its attention completely on her. She
died fighting.
Does she
She went
run?
down swinging.
Does she run? That's my question. We're gonna do evens or odds. 50% chance. It's odds. She's gonna run. If it's evens, she's gonna stay. She's gonna stay. She's gonna stay underground. She looks like she's about to run, but realizes she's kind of in a bit of a precarious situation, so just decides to hold and stand her ground on that one. Next up, we have the other archer who is going to shoot at the monkey who has squashed 2 of his friends.
Fair.
That's a 7 to hit, unfortunately. As you're like busy pounding goblins into the ground around you, you just hear the thunk of an arrow behind you and don't even pay attention to it whatsoever. Next up, actually he's gonna also use his movement to go behind the rock and cover his boss man. Xechas, you're up.
All right. Well, my friend is lying on the cold hard ground. So I'm gonna load up a cartridge in my arm for cure wounds, and I'm gonna hit him with that cure wounds.
Okay. As you do, you just point your
Sanctuary
hand towards him
drops.
Okay. Oh, it does when you cast.
When
a
I
spell.
cast a spell, it ends. Yeah.
Okay, you get 4 points of healing. Dusty, as you open your eyes and see Xechas standing over you, spraying you with this kind of pearlescent greenish, kind of, I guess red. It would be red. Healing juice is red in D&D. Pearlescent red kind of liquid, just kind of spraying you with it. It kind of absorbs into your clothes and into your person, and you heal for 4
Isn't
points.
it only for... I thought it was harmful things that got rid of Sanctuary. But I think
No,
not.
it's the spell ends if the warded creature makes an attack roll, casts a spell, or deals damage.
Yep. So you heal for 4. There you go. Xechas, anything else you want to do?
I'm not a particularly big fan of being out here in the open like this.
That's valid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
from whence I came, I think. Though those guys are shit. Piss.
Take shot. Those rocks are high enough that if you hit on that side, those 2 dudes can't see you. Technically speaking, they would probably see you. Well, that guy might, but who knows?
Yeah.
Okay,
Throw it over here.
get some cover there.
And I'll
Sounds
just
good.
yell to Dusty, "Come get to cover."
Okay. Next up, this fucking dude. He's gonna reach under and with his one hand and the sword, he's gonna try to grab the woman underneath and pull her out. There's the warrior, so he's going to do. So has a -1 strength, so he rolls a 2. I mean, there's a chance. Nope. She manages to like ward off the goblin
Kick him in
as
the
he's
balls.
trying to pull her out from under the bridge, and he's unable to do so. That is his action to do. So he is.
Why am I suddenly rooting more for her than I am for us?
He's gonna continue.
I just
doing
want her
his
to
thing.
get out of here at this point.
That's fair. Next up, we have that archer. And Dusty's still prone. It feels like a dick move, but you're the only like visible target in his range.
Pretending to be dead.
These two?
You're playing dead. Roll me a performance check. Roll me a performance check with advantage. 'Cause it's a good idea,
didn't
and I
roll
like it.
That's my bad.
You rolled-
Advantage.
Okay.
13.
Yeah. You, as you open your eyes to look at Xechas, you realize you are still surrounded by goblins, so you decide strategically to continue playing dead until the moment is right. And as far as that goblin can tell, you are still dead. I will allow that. That makes sense to me. That checks out. Rule of cool. Rule of playing dead. Love that. Alright, who's in range?
Best
What
rule.
do we got? Oh, you're in range. Okay, cool. Fire at the monkey. We fire at the monkey. Fire! 13 to hit.
Shit.
You
Yep.
take 8 points piercing damage.
Oh.
Roll
No,
me a
you
co-
have half cover.
Oh, that's true. You do have half cover from there. So
14,
you'd be
so
14. That's a
13.
miss. That's a miss. Yeah. So as you're, again,
Nice.
continuing to... all you're hearing behind you is the sound of arrows just thunk, thunk in the wood. And you're just happy that you've got yourself into this little nook that you have.
The sound of wooden clubs on my shins. The
Dunk,
sound
dunk,
of arrows
dunk,
in
dunk.
front of me.
It's just thunks everywhere you go. It is your turn, however, as these two
Sounds like
small
a
goblins.
performance of Stomp. Hup.
The goblin
go
below
ahead
you
and,
is only about 2 feet below. Kind of, you see him like under the bridge, kind of scrapping. Excuse me, with the woman down there, trying to pull her out from underneath. He was close enough that he could attack you, so he's within 5 feet.
Love it. And
yeah.
he was the one I was looking at last, because I honestly don't notice the ones that are smacking my shins
Yeah, there's
that much. I was like,
Thunk thunk. Yeah, you figure even if
They're
they,
performing a reflex test at the doctor.
yeah, you figure even if they hit you, it's not gonna be too hard.
whoop, and I'm gonna reach down and try to like monkey slap. Whoop, whoop.
Just reach down
Monkey,
under
slap.
the last railing on the side, kind of side rail, and just smack the shit out of him. 12 is
There.
gonna unfortunately miss.
Oh.
You needed a 13. He doesn't have a shield on, but you
And-
still needed a 13. You just, and you see him as he's still trying to struggle with the woman underneath. He kind of like ducks narrowly under the monkey backhand that you sent his way.
Hup. One more, come on. Yes.
That'll hit.
Bap.
As you swing your first backhand around, missing him, you take your other hand and repeat the backhand the other way. And as you hit the goblin in the face, his head turns and snaps to the right with a sickening crack sound. And he collapses into the water. And he is small enough, and this is a strong enough creek, that he just begins drifting down the water towards the rather large
Down the
waterfall
riverbed.
that you see goes down off the cliffs onto the rocks below. It is low tide, so onto the
Waving
rocks
goodbye
below.
to him.
Down, down,
Down,
down,
down,
by the
In the
river.
river.
Yep.
And I stand back up, look over at the,
Donk,
turn
donk,
around,
donk.
mostly to say goodbye to the monkey or the goblin going down the river, and then I see the other guys. I'm, ooh,
Donk, donk, donk. All right, that's your turn.
and magic fixing myself, and then it's my turn. Yes, good.
Nice.
Well-
Okay. You know what time it is? It's time
You
for
know
the.
what
It's
time
time
it
for the donks.
Well,
As he
get donking.
donks on you, his club just breaks in half completely against your shin. No damage whatsoever. He's gonna look.
Oh,
And just start kind of freaking
Oh
out.
no.
The other one's gonna be like,
Poor little-
"Don't worry, I got this." He's gonna take a swing, and a 12. That hits you.
hey!
Instead of bonking you this time, he takes the butt end and just jams it right into your monkey nuts. Just right into your fucking balls with the butt end of the stick. You take 3 points of bludgeoning damage as he just with the front end of the thing. Doesn't even swing it, just
He
jabs
just
it
got
toward-
nut
He
tapped
just
by
got
a club. Dink.
right into your monkey balls. That'll be his turn. Dusty, you're up as you are still playing dead on the ground. What are you doing?
I want to ask you for a clarification. So
Mhm.
feline agility says I get it back after spending a turn not moving.
Yeah, technically.
Wha-
You were not moving. I will allow it.
Okay.
I will allow it. You were dead. You were unconscious.
gonna-
You did not move for a whole turn.
Out
That's
of
the least moving you can do.
out of pretend playing dead, I'm gonna spring up super quickly in feline agility,
Mm-hmm.
so I can have 30 feet and can get to Well,
Fucking hilarious.
You
Absolutely
ever seen a
hilarious.
cat actually do that in real life? Like where they're
Yes.
sleeping, and then they just spaz and jump into
boom, I'm
Chowder
gone.
all the time.
And then
That's what I'm imagining.
I'm gonna look at this lad,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna fire at him because he's the one I can see currently.
Fair. You can also see that dude. Doesn't matter though. Your call.
Yeah.
They're both gonna get a turn soon anyway.
25,
That's gonna hit. Go ahead and roll your damage.
10 piercing.
As you kind of get behind cover, to kind of protect yourself from the rest of it, you lower your musket down and fire, and the round just tears into the goblin, kind of sending him like 10 feet back or so as he just sprawls into the mud, immediately dead. As you see the last little bit of smoke kind of clear off your musket as you lower it and begin reloading
Oh.
your next round. And you just see a
hold on.
goblin smeared across the
This
ground.
is important.
Mm-hmm.
An extra 10 piercing from the hail of thorns I had loaded.
Okay, as the body slides to stop on the ground, nothing happens for a moment, and then all of a sudden a mass of vines and thorny plants just erupt from the chest cavity. like a chest
fucking chest
burster.
burster.
Like a chest burster.
Hello, my baby.
And he just
Hello,
kind of
my honey.
twitches, and it kind of sprawls out around him and grows down into the ground, and there is now a goblin with a bush growing out of his chest.
Feed me.
And Dusty's gonna say, "Well, that wasn't fucking meant for you," and he's gonna pull a second one out and load it down. As the hail of thorns the second time.
Well done. Well done. Okay, that's your turn.
Yep, that's what I got.
Okay.
Hilarious.
On the other side of the rock from you guys, you hear the two goblins chattering. It's like,
Look, I didn't know they were gonna fucking pull out a thunderstick and start blowing people up. Okay, I didn't account for this shit. We gotta get out of here. Cover me.
and you don't see it happening from the spot in cover you are, but he's just gonna fucking dip. This guy's just out. He's just fucking fleeing for dear life. At full speed. Y'all don't yeah, he has like broken line of sight the whole way, so y'all have no idea. You just hear,
Cover me.
and then you hear footsteps just kind of sloshing away through the mud like that'll be his turn. Next up, the goblin sniper's gonna go. He's like,
Where the fuck is he going?
and he's just gonna take an arrow and just fire it towards Xechas behind the rock over here. No cover because he has a clear line of sight on you. Goblin sniper. It's 24.
Ooh.
You take 8 points of damage. 8 points piercing. Roll me a Constitution saving throw with advantage to resist the poo. Here's our goblin, and we shall name him Salad. Salad the goblin. Ooh, unfortunate. You take a whole D4. Ooh, you take 4 points of poison damage as like what little living tissue you have left is casually infected by this
So-
befouled arrow.
Good news and bad news.
Mm-hmm.
The good news is that I'm resistant to poison damage, so I only take 2 damage.
Mm-hmm.
The bad news, I'm unconscious.
Oh no. Dusty, you watch as Xechas takes this arrow in the ribs, and he seems like he's okay as he takes the damage, and you're like, surely this dead man is not gonna be affected by poison, and he just kind of like looks up like, oh dear, and just collapses to the fucking ground.
Oh
in
no.
in a mass before you. Okay,
Oh my.
that's your turn. Or that's his turn. Next up is the villager. The woman's just gonna keep fucking trying to smack this dude. 18, that's gonna be a hit. Oh no, she's underneath. Never mind, he's dead. He's dead already. She's gonna pop out
She
from
smacks
underneath.
the dead body.
Yeah, she's gonna pop out from underneath, grab one of the goblin commoners by the foot, and just pull. So he smacks his face down on the ground for 2 whole bludgeoning damage.
Yes.
And she's gonna go back under the bridge and retreat under the bridge. That's gonna be her thing.
She's coming with us. We've
Yeah.
adopted.
Yep.
Well, I guess
Her
so.
husband died.
Well, I guess
Got
we'll see what
fucking
happens.
offed.
Her new life starts now.
Next up is the
I guess we'll
sniper.
find out if my penis works.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh god, he has no idea what's going on. He doesn't even know you guys are behind there, so he's gonna take a pot shot at the giant ape because that's who's clearly visible. 16, 5 points
Yup.
piercing to you, giant ape man. Roll me a con save.
Ow.
That's hilarious.
Up.
This is what happens
Up.
when the party questions if the undead artificer's penis works. Okay, it's a whole thing. Oh,
Damn it.
Oh, you take 2 points of
no.
number 2 damage. Enjoy
Okay.
that. Same deal
damage.
this time.
Shit damage.
Where at around this point you're used to hearing the comforting thwack of an arrow hitting wood instead of you. You now hear the meaty slap of an arrow just into your back, and you feel the burning stinging of the befouled arrow hitting you as it does. Next up, Xechas, you just watched an arrow kind of fly past the rock.
No, I didn't.
You're unconscious. Yes, never mind. As your eyes are kind of half closing, you see an arrow fly by, and then you roll me a death saving throw, please.
Thankfully, though, I've been vaccinated against death, and I am resistant to death.
Death
Vaccinated
resistant.
against death.
Yes.
Yeah, death saves with advantage. It pays to be dead or undead.
So I fail both of those.
Oh no!
Kayla gave you curse of disadvantage too. So
What the fuck?
it would have been a straight roll anyway. So
Listen.
it's
Oh.
If we could roll above a 10 today,
Kayla's being so
that would be
mean.
swell.
fucking
You're the best,
fantastic.
babe. I love you. You're amazing.
Hey, is a death save a skill?
No,
kidding.
no, it is not. So you fail one death save. You can actually roll those from your sheet too, and they'll show up as death saves.
Yeah, I see
okay.
that now.
So, Dusty, you watch as Xechas on the ground around you is kind of like eyes half open, barely taking in the sights around you, and then he just twitches. You see his eyes close and he fades into unconsciousness. Still alive, but not doing great. Moncarl, you're up. Sending love. I appreciate you so
Alrighty.
goddamn much. You're beautiful and I love you.
First monkey punch.
Monkey punch!
Kayla, why would you give me disadvantage on death rolls?
Death
Jerk.
roll.
8
That's why
bludgeoning
this
as
is
I
eight.
just. This is like more of a backhand. It's just.
You smack him and he just flies over the railing and into the water as well.
Fabulous.
Easily done.
And this time it's a frontwards hand. I'm just taking the same hand and bringing it back towards the other guy. Up.
Smack him.
And jump. Where's my fist? Where's my fist? Oh, fuck.
That's gonna be a miss. Wait, maybe. 1 second. Yeah, they have an AC of 10, luckily. You swing your hand at this one and it hits the side of the bridge and it kind of rocks through your monkey knuckles, but you're doing okay. You just don't connect on that one. The goblin kind of looks
That's
up at
me.
you. This is the same one that jabbed you in the nuts with its little club, and you can see it kind of pointing the front of the club towards you menacingly yet again.
Cover my nuts.
I'm coming for you. Any movement or anything you want to do for your turn?
Nope, that's me.
Okay, he's gonna swing for your monkey nuts again.
Ah,
He nat ones.
Yay.
Too small a target. Unfortunate. He just jams forward
He hits
into
himself
you.
in the nuts.
As he does so, he just kind of misses you entirely and jams his club into the side of the wagon next to you, and he's kind of stuck there trying to get it out. So your next strike will be at advantage against him because he is off balance because of the nat one, as we do. That being said, Dusty, you see Xechas just kind of half twitching on the ground around you. There are still 2 goblins this side of the river to deal with. What would you like to do?
Well, fuck. He's gonna level his gun at. Well, hold on. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Fair.
Okay,
He's in range. Everyone's in range.
He's gonna move because he has to, which is unfortunate. Right out into the fucking line of sight.
That
again.
there's cover behind the stump as well. Like you can use all that as cover.
The range is 40 feet.
Oh, are you doing spell? Okay.
Well, no, it's a musket that has 40 feet range.
What?
That's what it says.
Okay.
40 to 120 disadvantage.
What the ass? That's less than a bow. No.
Yep.
No.
Bows have way longer range than musket.
A longbow
Range
has
range
like
40
80
to 40 to 120. Can you go in there and edit something for me right now, please?
Sure. I'll try.
The range is going to be 80. Actually, you know what? Let's go 100.
Okay.
And then disadvantage will still be 120.
So
'Cause
I
it's a
can't
fucking
edit
musket.
that, but I'll just remember that it's 100.
Okay, I'll go in and homebrew a new musket because that's ridiculous. You can shoot more than 40 feet with a musket. The accuracy is questionable at a certain point, but I'd say like I'll go in and homebrew. Maybe we'll do like 80 to 100 feet. I think 80 is actually better. Let's do that because it is a musket.
It's not a blunderbuss.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
I'm
it'll
gonna
be
shoot the far one then.
It'll be 80 120. How about that? Okay, go ahead and
Good
blast
to
him.
me.
Why is there an
We'll
X
try.
on Xechas with a skull and crossbones on it?
And
Chris,
my
did
gun
you do that?
clicks.
Why do you think?
Oh,
I got a fire, and all you hear is
oh no!
as nothing happens.
Yeah, you hear an empty click resounding from Dusty's musket as the just the overall wetness of this rainstorm seemingly has affected his musket's ability to fire effectively, and he misfires
I'm so
around.
fucking sick of the rain. As he goes and gets behind this.
Okay, you can make a
Hunkers
check.
down.
Can make a check to try and or try and repair it. It's a low DC. Just so you
What
can
check would
jam it
that
out
be?
for next turn. It's a bonus action, and it's going to be a Tinkerer's check.
Okay, got it.
It'll just be dexterity and proficiency for you, because you are proficient in Tinkerer's tools, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that'll do it. So as you kind of get behind cover, you kind of put your back to it, take a look down at the flintlock on your musket. You clear out the wet powder in there, and you put some fresh stuff in, and hope that it stays dry long enough to get an actual spark off and fire off your round. As far as you know, everything inside the gun is fine. It was just a wet.
And that
just a
took
wet.
me
Mm,
10, 20 feet to get to here.
okay.
I'm just gonna crouch because I don't have enough to go prone.
Dusty's dusty musket misfire. Literally.
Yeah.
Literally.
I
love
need a
that
new
name.
gun.
You're level 2. It's fine. You have a gun at level 2. Be happy. Appreciate it. This is
I need a
America.
new one.
This is America. Alright, next
I won't
up.
be satisfied till I have an AK.
Next up is the boss. He's just gonna fucking dip into the forest and is gone from your guys' knowledge at that point.
From my death throws, I think, who's the pussy now?
This goblin's gonna go behind cover over here because he's seen the devastating effect of that musket, and he is going to take a pot shot at Dusty. Oh, you're just in his disadvantage range. That's okay. He'll take his chances.
Do I have what kind of
He
cover
rolls.
do I got?
I
Oh.
would say if you're crouched half. He rolls a nat 1 anyway, so it doesn't fucking matter. You hear the sound of a bow like getting pulled back, the creak of the wood, and then you hear a sickening twang as the bowstring just snaps and goes limp. Also, seemingly have been severely affected by the rain. Bowstrings don't hold
Fucking
up well
hit him in the arm.
in rain, unfortunately. So his bow is now busted. Wasn't great quality. Next up is the farm girl, who's gonna do the same thing. She's gonna run around under the other side of the bridge and reach up and try to grab the goblin's feet, and she's just gonna hold him. She's just gonna hold him in place for the monkey. That's a 13.
God damn.
She's pissed.
Yo.
She's mad, dude. And a 3. So
Let's
as you
go.
kind of turn your attention to the last of the goblins in your vicinity, Vite-Carl, you see just this woman looking out behind him, reach in and grab both of his ankles, and he's trying to pull himself free, and she's just holding him steady. She's not now, you green little fucker. And she just holds him still for you, so you'll have advantage on your next strike. Not that you didn't already, but he's just grappled now. So you have advantage on your whole next round of attacks. That'll be it for him. This guy is going to, now knowing there's someone over there, because he's watching his friend fire at you, he's going to step out and take a shot at you, Dusty.
Okay.
You are half cover, so Not gonna hit. And as you're kind of like looking over the stump, you see the goblin step out and fire, and an arrow just thunk into the top and kind of just barely. And he's gonna use his movement to go back behind cover and get out of the way of your gun. Xechas, roll me a death save. Did you say hi? At least it's not a disadvantage. At advantage. No.
Why didn't it go through?
I don't know.
I rolled an 11.
Okay, you succeed. I trust you on that. You get one success. You're at one success, one failure. Dusty just sees Xechas twitching violently on the ground as the poison works his way through his system. Oh, you found the button?
Unfortunate that doesn't count. But
okay.
Damn it!
That's fine. I found the
Was
button.
the 11 with advantage?
Yes.
All right, Moncarl, you're up. As this woman is just holding
Alrighty.
this goblin in place, waiting for you to do your work. What are you doing?
I give her a big monkey thumbs up. I kind of take one step back, and I prime my foot to do a football kick on this guy's sternum. And up, up. I'm gonna kick out like Lucy kicks the football. Go, Charlie Brown, go!
With advantage.
15.
With advantage.
Oh yeah, let's hunt that 20. Come on.
Hunt that
Come
nat
on,
20.
I wanna
Just for the
kick him like a
satisfaction.
football. Laces out.
Laces out.
Well,
21's still good. It's a commoner. He has like 3 HP. It's fine.
Sploot.
As she's holding him there, she doesn't realize you're trying to line up a really nice kick to get some height on it, and she holds him. So as you kick him, he doesn't leave the ground. He just slams back into the wall or the side of the bridge and just smacks. You hear a crack as his entire spine turns to powder, and he just collapses.
Wacky
in
waving
a
and
lumpy
inflatable arm
mass.
fighting too, man.
Yeah, literally. Collapses in a mass on the bridge, and you just see 2 archers kind of pinning down your 2 friends on the other side of the bridge, just loosing arrow after arrow at Dusty, who's behind cover, and then Xechas is just laying on the ground with an arrow awkwardly protruding from his ribs. What you doing?
I'm gonna go ahead and start moving my way up.
You're a giant ape. You can climb over the carriage without it
Love
counting
you.
as difficult terrain. It's not that big a carriage.
I'll go right there, and I'm just I give her another thumbs up, and then I just start monkeying my way real nonchalantly.
She's just
And
like,
I'm just
yeah, good job. Okay, you just start pounding your way over there. Love that. Dusty, you're up. You're up. This guy is, I will say 3/4 cover because he's a goblin. But I believe you're sharpshooter. Are you sharpshooter? I don't.
I have gunner,
Oh, okay.
not sharpshooter.
Either way, that guy's behind cover, and you know there's a goblin behind
run.
those rocks somewhere. You're just not sure exactly where.
We'll run up to here. I'm gonna lean down, and I'm gonna try to do what I can to stabilize Xechas.
Okay, roll me a medicine check, please.
I can't roll above a fucking 10 today.
I die.
just punches through your chest and.
Say us. Roll me a death save.
We don't do critical failures on
I'm doing one now. You're fine. It's a death save. You're at the success
I have
anyway.
advantage.
Yeah, you're good. Nice. Well done.
I was hunting
so-
the nat 20.
Dusty, as you kind of reach down and try to stabilize Xechas whatever way you can, kind of pull the arrow out and plug the wound with whatever you have on yourself, you manage to just nick the arrow in such a way that digs in a little bit deeper and just damages him a little more, and he is not stabilized at all.
Does
but he
that
did
count as a success, though?
Yes, it does.
Okay, yay.
I'm not just gonna fuck you over like that. I'll give you like a reward if you succeed still. Yeah, you're good. I'm a fair DM. But he rolled a nat 1 to stabilize you. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
He basically
That is
took
pretty
the arrow. He's like, if I push it all the way through, you'll be fine.
I'm not supposed to pull arrow out, push out all the way through.
Push it through. You push the arrow through. You don't pull out. Never pull out.
Never pull out.
Okay.
The Irish way of thinking.
Dusty, anything else you want to do on your turn?
Get behind cover again.
Okay. Easily done. Next up is the Archer. Pot shots at you, but he's gonna use his movement. Kind of climb. You know what? He's gonna climb up on the stump, so he has a little height advantage. He's not at disadvantage anymore. And I have an advantage from Kayla. Oh, I used it already. Never mind. Fire! 23. You take
Hits.
8 points of piercing damage.
I'm down.
So, Vite Carl, you watch as this small goblin leaps up on the tree stump, pulls its bow back, and fires, and the arrow hits directly into Dusty's collarbone, just underneath, kind of tearing through flesh and jamming like about 4 inches of arrow directly into his torso. He collapses back onto the ground, unconscious, and you are currently left, just you and this mysterious hero woman under the bridge. Yeah, alone to face these goblins. I'm sorry, Dusty. That is unfortunate. That was a high roll.
The dice don't love me today.
The dice
They
do
don't
not love you
love me.
today. She is going to grab one of the clubs from the goblins.
Hey!
No,
Let's
no, I like her.
queen.
I like her being a hero, but she's also not an idiot. So I'm gonna have her just stay underneath. But she's gonna grab the club and just hold it close in case any of the goblins decide to run up on her. She's gonna be smart.
Fair.
She's gonna be smart. She's not
Fair.
that heroic. Yeah, I gotta be. This dude is gonna step out, see that there's no cat behind the stump, and take a shot at the big monkey. 24. You take 9 points of piercing damage. Gorilla.
Last stone's endurance.
Oof. Oof.
Go. That is gonna be minus.
Okay, you
6
take
plus
3
2,
points of piercing. Oh, okay, so 8. You take 1 point of piercing damage as the arrow just barely scrapes along your bicep. Roll me a Constitution saving throw. They're scared of me to
And up.
better.
Fuck.
Ooh. Ooh. You take 3 points of poison damage as the arrow just
that's
cuts
good.
deep enough to get into your bloodstream with its infected arrow tip. That will be his turn, however. He's going to use his movement to get back behind cover. Xechas, death save, please. We got 2 success, 1 failure. Just don't roll a 1. Okay. You stabilize. You are no longer dying. You're just laying in the kind of soft, half grass, half mud next to this rock. Monkarl, you're up.
Alrighty, Roo. Now, this might be a little bullshitty. Do tell me if it is. I
Hit me with it.
I
love
want
some
to
bullshitty.
monkey rock throw. However, I'm woefully unrocked, so I would like to walk back to the.
I will say you can find a rock.
Oh, thank fucking
There's
God! I love you.
there are just you're outside in nature. There are rocks laying around. I will say you can
Hop.
pick up a rock as a monkey. I let my monkeys
I
do it
just-
when I'm fighting you guys. They just grab rocks from the ether, basically. So
Yes.
like yeah, you're
Ether
good.
rocks.
They keep a storage of rocks in their ass.
Yeah, they do. Right
Yes.
in the old prison. Right in the old prison pocket.
It's just like really hard stool.
Yeah, this is a
it's been all hard rock
semi rocky road, so you managed to get like a decent sized rock from the bunch.
Just picking up rock handfuls, pooping on them, just getting them ready.
Oh,
And
poop
I'm
rocks.
gonna
Let's go.
turn
Returning the
to
favor.
this guy, to the one on the left, and I'm going to rock throw. Up.
He kind of looks at this giant ape stepping around the rock and preparing to throw this out. He's like, ah, shit. Go ahead.
Up.
4
damage.
Oof. The rock just thunk right into his face, and he falls backwards into the dirt, still conscious, but just like clearly rocked by that.
I get it, because
Okay,
the rock.
okay. But he is still alive, but now he's just kind of sitting back. Actually, I'm gonna have him roll for that. Yeah, no, he's literally prone on the ground, just kind of sitting up looking at you. He's knocked flat on his ass.
And that'll be me.
Okay. Next up, Dusty, roll me a death save, please. Okay, you're at 1 success. Hell yeah. Next up is the Goblin. He's pretty short on choices. Fires at you, monkey. That's 21 to hit. You take 8 points piercing damage.
Monkey
He's gonna
form
use-
drops.
Oh, he's gonna use his movement to go behind that bush. Next up is the commoner. She's going to use her action to dash over here and just dive behind the stump and just lay flat, getting full cover from it, completely prone. And she kind of begins tending to Dusty because he's just the closest to her. Next up is going to be this individual, since you are no longer monkey. He's just gonna take a shot at you because he's pissed that you were fucking throwing rocks at him. 13 to hit.
Fair.
I don't think that hits.
Boop. No, it doesn't.
That doesn't hit.
14.
Yeah, that doesn't hit, Carl. So as he steps out and fires an arrow, you're kind of turning back into your human form, shifting out of your monkey shape. And as you're doing so, you're just kind of jerking randomly. The arrow just kind of misses you narrowly as you happen to just kind of jerk out of the way in time. He is going to use his movement to also flee 30 feet this way. So you can get a crossfire with that individual. Xechas, you're just unconscious, but stable.
Just chilling.
Yep, you're good. Monkarl, you're up.
Regular Carl
Oh yeah,
emerges from a pile of fur and blood.
we'll leave
Well,
Monkey
that
there
was
for now.
fun. Whoa. I'm gonna go ahead and I get.
You can get him 30 feet.
Yes. Yes.
What you doing? What you doing, Monkey Man?
Ooh, right. If I get close to a. Yep, there we go. I just remembered getting close to archers is a good idea. Up!
Yes, technically.
25, 30, right up to them, and I pull open my coat. I'm just walking forward nonchalantly, and I pull open a tiny little axe. It's got a bunch of, like, white and blue and silver all over it, and I'm just...
Just going in with the axe. I love it. Go for it.
Right down with the axe.
Go for it. Just
Come on, please,
thunk.
please, please, please. Thank you. And
That's gonna hit. Go ahead.
7 damage.
Okay, that'll do it. That plus the rock throw. You see the welt where the rock hit, this big red spot with a little streak of blood. And you treat that as a bit of a bullseye as you walk forward and just sink your hand axe right into the little goblin's forehead, right where the rock hit. And it kind of just, as it's like looking up at you and held on the butt of your, or on the end of your axe, you just pry it out of the skull and the goblin collapses onto the ground helplessly.
And I just turn around and point my axe at the other one, and that's me.
You turn around just as that one is beginning to point a bow towards you. And Dusty, go ahead and roll me a death save. Success. So as the goblin is turning its bow towards you, you hear a sound very similar to the sound you hear when Dusty fires his weapon, but a bit higher pitched. Not quite as bassy, and it just originates from the forest. We have no idea where from, and you watch as the goblin is just sent sprawling back 15 feet into the mud as he's just tore apart by something fired out of the woods. You turn to look behind you. You see nothing.
Did I do that?
As you stare off into the forest looking for whatever mystery savior came to your aid, you see no one. And you turn your attention to your friends, one of whom is currently being tended by this very nice lady. This very nice lady. She succeeds. I guess medicine is intelligence-based, isn't it? Not wisdom. Either way, it's the same bonus.
Medicine's surprisingly wisdom-based.
No, that kind of makes sense, actually, if you think about it. Like, just the ability to, like, smartly bandage stuff. There's, like, studying medicine, and then there's just knowing how to seal a wound because of your survival knowledge. Anyway, she comes over.
Yeah, like it's interchangeable depending on what you want.
And begins tending to your wounds. Careful not to move the arrows that have been embedded in your torso. And manages to stabilize you as well, Carl, as you kind of still looking around for whoever it was fired that mystery shot out of the woods. You kind of walk your way back towards them, and she looks up at you. Thank you. I didn't think we were gonna make it.
We almost didn't. Well, and I look over at her husband.
She just kind of looks over solemnly, and as she looks back up at you with tears just beginning to already streak down her face as she's tending to Dusty's wounds.
Let's not cry. I don't do well with human emotions.
She just looks up at you and is beginning to cry rather substantially as she's tending to your friend. And that is where we will wrap up the session for today. Seems like a good spot. You guys have succeeded, but 2 of your party members lie unconscious on the ground. just narrowly having survived that fight. So, if
That
nothing,
was the shittiest I have rolled, I think, ever in my fucking time playing D&D.
you're also level 2 and decided to take on like a CR 5 encounter of goblins. Just raw dogged it. That was wild. I loved that. Well
the leader
done.
got away.
Well done, everyone. Of course, yeah. Now he needs to go tell the actual leader what's going on. Anyway, so that will be it for today. We will be back next Monday to continue where we left off and perhaps have a new friend. I don't know. We'll see what happens with this lady. I'm sure she has some business she needs to handle. But that's going to be it. We're going to wrap it up. While I look for someone for us to raid, why don't I let Dusty Sharpclaw, starting with JTB, take the floor? What do you got going on? Say goodbye to the people.
I play Baldur's Gate with Rusty Fridays usually, but sometimes here and there, depending on work schedules. I'm here every Monday. You can watch me almost get us killed with shit arrows again. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm a human noise machine. It's pretty much the only other thing I do. So.
Hell yeah, we're gonna raid Aves. That's easy. You don't even. I'm refunding those points right after the stream's done. That's a no-brainer. We're gonna go show some love to Aves. Before we do that, Ryan, why don't you tell the people what you got going on, my friend?
I'm going to be doing my 16-hour stream, 500 follows celebration on Sunday, hopefully on the 19th. Until then, catch me every night doing all sorts of shenanigans. You never really know what I'll be doing. I don't even know. That's the fun.
That's the joy of it all. And Chris, say goodbye to the good people.
Goodbye, friends. Will Xechas's penis work? Find out next time.
I mean, maybe. Her
Now
husband
for
just
it.
died. Maybe give her a couple days first. But yeah, we're gonna raid out to Aves. Everyone be nice, say nice things, show all the love, because Aves is the
I
bestie.
refunded the
Straight
channel
up.
points.
Thank you.
We
I
love
appreciate you. If y'all want to, we hang out in the Discord. Feel free to swing in there whenever you want. Sorry, Kayla, beat you to it. You can do the YouTube one if you want to command YouTube. You got
Have you
that.
heard about our YouTube?
Have you heard about our YouTube? Go check out the YouTube. If you haven't checked out the YouTube, please go check out the YouTube. You hit command YouTube before
Don't
we
forget
raid.
the YouTube though.
You have like 30 seconds. You got this. There you go. Nailed it.
My last
Short
words
is
before I
in
die are
Richardson.
to go to Rusty Talk YouTube.
if you got the fucking sub, go ahead and drop the emotes in chat. Let them know we sent you. If not, just say hi on our behalf. Y'all know the thing. I have been Rusty. These have been my friends. And you all have been awesome. I'll see you next time. Bye.